It's a new day for the Iron Giants of the Asphalt as they head to Kalamazoo Speedway in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Last race saw Ricky Root become the first repeat winner of 2019. Now he looks to become the first Bandit to win at Kalamazoo Speedway, going up against guys like Mark Noble, Marshall Davis, and Craig Kruckeberg. The Bandit Big Rig Series live from Kalamazoo Speedway starts now.
Hey, good evening, race fans from Kalamazoo Speedway. It's PT and Lil D. Another Saturday night of Bandit Series racing. D, what are we going to expect here at Kalamazoo?
Well, they call this the world's fastest 3/8 mile track, and I think it's going to show. We saw fast times and a lot of sliding. The guys have already said this track is smooth, and there's probably going to be some wipeouts, so we are in for an entertaining night.
I'll tell you what, the crowd is amped up. The drivers are amped up. We are about to get this thing started, Lil D. Let's send it back up to Jeff and Adam. They're getting rocking. I'm going to do some high fives.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, back to you guys in the booth.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Kalamazoo Speedway, and we are just about to start heat race number 1 with Craig Kruckeberg and Brian Cash leading them off. And I got to tell you, this promises to be an exciting first heat race.
That's right. The guys have tested this track out a little bit. It's the first time we've ever been here. Did we get the one to go signal that time?
Yeah, I believe we did. In the second row, we've got the 13 of Bob Mitchell, 66 Austin Hoppy, and returning to the Bandits, driving the number 69, Mr. Brian Bayer, and the green flag has waved. We are racing at Kalamazoo Speedway, and off the start, it's the Godfather out in front with Brian Cash running in second, and it's a side-by-side battle between teammates Austin Hoppy and Bob Mitchell. Into the turn we go. It's really close. Austin Hoppy continues to work on that outside groove as Craig Kruckeberg continues to lead. Oh man, almost contact with Austin Hoppy, Bob Mitchell, as Austin Hoppy goes to the outside of Brian Cash. But while that's going on, Craig Kruckeberg is out in front, and there is no stopping him right now.
Yeah, he's going to stretch out a little bit while they're running side by side. They're a little bit slower. He's taking it high in the straightaways and low in the corners, and they're having to stay in that one lane. And it's
whoa! Brian Cash getting a little loose there. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he can.
Man, great save. Great save by Brian Cash right there.
I tell you what, Brian Cash, I got to tell you, so far the past couple of races, he's been a show stealer no matter what it is. I can't wait to see what else he's going to be doing tonight.
Yeah, the Godfather's making it look easy right now. There's that camera, the air dog cam off the hood, and we've also got Austin Hoppy in this race. You can see the Godfather in his view. That was the air dog cam in both of those trucks.
Yes, indeed. Both Austin Hoppy and Craig Kruggenberg carrying our air dog cams for today as we have reached the halfway point in heat race number 1.
And if you can't tell it from the view here, this actually you can see it in this view. This 3/8 mile track has a tremendous amount of banking, and it's progressive. It actually gets more banking as you go wider on the track. The local guys are telling me the fast way around this track is around the outside. And if you was here for Darren Proffitt's fastest qualifying lap, he was right on the outside edge whenever he made that fast lap around here. So some of these guys dive down to the inside. That's the way they like to drive, but I think you're going to see the faster trucks stay up in that high groove whenever they get around this track.
Well, right now we got a great battle between Brian Bayer and Brian Cash, and it looks like Brian Bayer is going to make the pass here. I got to tell you, it's great to see Brian Bayer back with the Bandit Big Rig Series. After he made his debut in Salem, he's back here again, and we couldn't be any more than happy to have him here.
This track is a lot like Salem in the banking. The only thing is it's a half-mile track, so we do have a little more straightaway than we do here at this track. So Brian should know how to get through these corners. That was a good.
Oh, and there's contact between the teammates as the white flag waves. We have 1 lap to go. Right now the question is who will be second and who will be third. It's a side-by-side battle between teammates right now. Whoa! And Bob Mitchell takes second place away from Austin Hoppy as the Godfather, Craig Kruggenberg, takes the checkered flag. He wins the first heat race of the day. Second place will go to Bob Mitchell. Third place will go to Austin Hoppy, followed by Brian Bayer, and rounding out the field, Brian Cash, number 46. Man, what a race that was. And how about that battle between the two teammates?
That's right. The Godfather wins the first heat race ever at this speedway. So Kalamazoo has now been christened by the Bandit Big Rig Series.
Indeed it has. And right now we want to thank the sponsor of our heat races for today, which is JX Peterbilt, JX Truck Centers. And I gotta tell you, we couldn't be any happier to have JX Peterbilt on board for our be the sponsor for our heat races for today. So we thank them for coming on board. As you see, you get a good look at the Godfather, Craig Kruggenberg.
There's going to be some smiles down there. Craig had a good race. They're congratulating him. There's Big Phil helping him out of the truck. That's a good shot right there.
Indeed it is. And we also send a special thank you to our other great sponsors, including the official fuel system of the Bandit Series, Air Dog, Big N Nuts, the official nut of the Bandit Series, and we can't forget about the official fender of the Bandit Big Rig Series, Minimizer, tested and tortured.
The trucks are already rolling for the second heat race.
Let's take a look at who we've got. We've got the 8 of Doug Hilson alongside 88 Mike Morgan, 41 Marshall Davis, 7 of John Lisenby, and the 4 of Scott Treadway. That is your starting lineup for heat race number 2. And I can hardly wait to see what happens in this one. And while we are waiting for the green flag to wave, right now I want to send a special shout out to Jordan Cantrell. We talked to him earlier today, and I was informed by his dad, Jay, that tomorrow will be his birthday. So happy early birthday to Jordan Cantrell on the number 46, Brian Cash. As the green flag is about to wave here, Mike Morgan and Doug Hilson going to lead us off. And I tell you, this has been an up and down season for Doug Hilson. He's hoping that his luck will change around, and the same can be said for Mike Morgan, 88.
That's right. They've kind of been feast or famine on some of the races earlier, but you know, this is an extremely different track than the tracks. This one's more banked than most of the tracks that we go to. So somebody that likes a high bank track, this ought to be suited for him. Doug is a former dirt track racer. And so him and Mark Noble's got a lot of dirt track time, and dirt track racers like to run that high line on whatever track they're on. So this track may be suited for him. I look to see Doug move out to the outside just as soon as.
And there's the green flag. The flagman Rusty waves it. Here we go. And Doug Hilson with the hole shot. Great start. Oh, but there's a bump from Marshall Davis, 41. And on the outside of it all is Mike Morgan, number 88. Who's going to lead the first lap? It's going to be Doug Hilson. So far, it's been Kruckeberg Motorsports today in the heat races. We'll see if Doug Hilson can win the second heat race for Kruckeberg Motorsports.
I really thought Doug was going to move to the outside, but Marshall Davis is kind of hanging out there, so maybe he can't. But I really thought when he got in the lead, he would move up.
That time I couldn't really tell who led that lap. It was pretty close between Marshall Davis and Doug Hilson, but Marshall Davis is going for the lead heading into turns 3 and 4.
And you can see the track's rubbered up from these guys' practice earlier today in their qualifying. They put down a lot of rubber on this track, and you see the top edge right there about that yellow line is seems to be the preferred line.
Yes, it is, and Marshall Davis is making that line work for him, and so is John Lisenby as they come across the start-finish line. And now onto the back straightaway. Here comes John Lisenby on the inside for the lead. Let's see if John Lisenby can make the pass coming off turn number 4 as we have reached the halfway mark. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go in Heat 2.
Yeah, John caught him, but he had to move down to that inside to try to pass him. They both like running that outside line, it looks like.
And right now, Doug Hilson doing everything he can to see if he can get third place as the battle for the lead continues. We now have we got a few more laps to go here as John Lisenby and Marshall Davis continue to battle side by side. Let's see what happens here. Who gets the advantage? Looked like John Lisenby led that lap as they crossed the start-finish line. It certainly looked that way, but Marshall Davis is not giving up here. We'll see if he can complete the pass right here, coming off turn number 4. Oh, that time it was John Lisenby.
Just by a little bit, though.
I tell you, Redbeard and Pigpen giving it all they got here in heat number 2.
I believe John will pull on away from him if he can get by him and get to that outside, but they've only got one lap. One
lap to go. Hold on, folks. This could be something exciting right here at the end. Right now, John Lisenby has a good run on the inside, but Marshall Davis has a good run on the outside. Only one will be victorious in Heat 2. Here they come off turns 3 and 4 to the start finish. Who's going to get it? Marshall Davis by inches. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. What a finish. Congratulations to Marshall Davis. That was a close one.
Man, we may have to look at that one from a side view again. I think Marshall did beat him, but it wasn't by much.
We're getting a look at the instant replay here.
Yeah, this is a different camera view.
Let's see. And yes, indeed, it was Marshall Davis, number 41. He wins heat number 2. Marshall Davis, number 41, congratulations. And I gotta tell you, with JX Peterbilt being the sponsor of the heat races, you can bet that they're excited to see a 41 Peterbilt win heat number 2.
There you go.
So congratulations to Marshall Davis. We still have one more heat race to go. And in this one, we've got some heavy hitters. In heat race number 3, the final one of the day, we definitely got some big ones.
Hey, John did everything he could. That was it could have been a little closer, man. I really thought John was going to pull up there because he caught him. He run him down and caught him, but when he pulled to the inside, he just couldn't keep his speed up. So Marshall was able to come back on the outside. That outside line's going to be fast at this track, and these guys know it. John knew that he lost some time whenever he dove down under Marshall. And he'll remember that in the feature race too, and the challenge races.
All right, and here's a look at our final heat race contenders, and it's going to be led off by the 3 of Alan Bowles and the 74 of Mark Noble. In row number 2, defending series champion and last race winner in Madison, Ricky Rude in the 1451 of Luke Whitmire. And rounding out the field was the man who had the fastest time in qualifying, Darren Profit, number 27. I gotta say, I was a little bit surprised that Darren was able to pull off the fastest time in qualifying.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure why you're surprised at him. He's got a fast truck and he's a good driver. But this is the heavy hitters. This is the fastest qualifying trucks today. They've inverted the field, so as you see them lined up there, Darren was the fastest. And so you're going to see some good times on these on this heat race. This is going to be some fast trucks here on this heat race. What they do is they take and line everybody up into 3 heat races, starting from the slowest to the fastest. So these are your 5 fastest qualifiers.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I spoke to Alan Bowles while they were having the meet and greet, and he wanted me to let everybody know that he's coming to the front here tonight at Kalamazoo Speedway. And with and coming from the man called Turbo, you can expect him to live up to that promise here tonight.
Well, I talked to Darren Profit in the meet and greet, and he told me something that really surprised me. He's been running that right front tire on that truck for 5 races. They generally Ricky Rude changes his right front tire out at every race. I was really surprised that he gets that much mileage out of a right front tire, because that right front tire usually takes the most damage.
And we are getting a 1 to go signal here, and it looks like at Kalamazoo, when they give the 1 to go signal, they wave the white flag instead of just holding on to the green flag.
We had a few sprinkles. I think they're actually letting the trucks drive the track out a little bit. It's not raining hard, but we had a few little sprinkles there, and they want the trucks to.
And there's the green flag, and it's the wheelman out in front at the start. How about that?
Mark Noble, he's going to ride that outside. Even though he's cleared second place, I think you're going to see Mark, well, I thought he was going to stay up on the outside.
Well, he's still going to lead the first lap. Mark Noble leads lap number 1 in our final heat race. Meanwhile, Luke Whitmire in the 51 is running in second. Luke Whitmire, the fastest in practice earlier today. He almost had the fastest qualifying time, but Darren Profit was just able to edge him out for it. And with Luke Whitmire coming close many times, he's always been consistent in the Bandit Big Rig Series. You know he would love to get a victory here tonight, especially with this being the first race at Kalamazoo Speedway.
Yeah, we said a lot about Darren Profit being the fastest qualifier, but these trucks are all pretty close right here. Even though he was the fastest qualifier, you know, we're a couple of laps into this heat race, and he hadn't made up a position, so he's still there in last place.
But, well, right now the battle for 3rd and 4th is heating up between our 2 contenders in the point standings. The top 2, Ricky Rude and Alan Bowles, and Darren Profit is in the mix as well, as the battle for the lead is heating up as well.
Luke's running a wider line than Mark Noble. That's a little surprising. Mark normally runs wide anyway. He's letting Luke inch up to him running that wider line.
5 laps to go. 5 laps to go in our last heat race, and Luke Whitmire is getting right to the bumper of Mark Noble. He was almost to his bumper right there. We'll see if anything changes in the next few turns here.
And Darren Profit did slip by Alan Bowles there in the back.
Yes, he did. Darren Profit with a great move on Alan Bowles, and now he's going to try to make a move on his brother Ricky as they enter the back straightaway. 2 brothers side by side for 3rd and 4th. Meanwhile, Luke Whitmire trying to find a way around Mark Noble. Does he have anything for him in these last few laps? And Luke Whitmire is going way high. He gets a little loose there.
Yeah, he slipped off that edge. I think there's a crown up there on that track, and you saw his back end when it slipped over the edge.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the 2 Profit brothers continue to battle it out for 3rd and 4th as Darren Profit has moved up into 3rd.
That's real impressive. Darren making up a couple of positions on those guys. in this short race.
And here we go. 1 lap to go for Mark Noble. We'll see if Luke Whitmire has anything for him on this last lap. So far, so good for Mark Noble. Off the last turn, the Wheelman is going to bring it on home for Heat Race 3. Second place goes to Luke Whitmire, and third will go to Darren Proffitt, followed by Ricky Rude and Alan Bowles. And that's going to do it for our Heat races. Congratulations to Mark Noble, Marshall Davis, and Craig Kruckeberg. All right, and I understand that Danielle is down there with one of our Heat Race winners, so let's send it on down to Danielle. Take it away.
What's up, Bandit fans? I am here with Marshall Davis, a very excited Marshall Davis, taking home first win in the Heat, and that was Heat number 2. Congratulations. How you feeling?
Thank you. I'm doing good, getting a feel for the track. It's so far so good. You know, I'm just hanging on, so try to take care of the truck.
Well, and you're doing a great job, and I know we talked earlier about how you're kind of like a sneaker. You moved up to 4th place in the standings, so I know the pressure is on. Are you feeling like you're going to keep moving here with this race here at Kalamazoo?
We do. We got a good truck, got a good team. Just try to keep her head about us. Really like to take that number 1 spot from Ricky, you know. So yes. We're going to try.
Try you will. Anything you're going to adjust going into the shootout and the challenge?
I think we're good. We done some adjustments earlier, so I think the truck's doing real well. We just this challenge we just done, we found a good line to run, so we're just going to stick with it and hope for the best.
Stick with it and hope for the best. We wish you the best. We'll let you get ready for the shootout. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Danielle, and congratulations to Marshall Davis. And we also want to thank the sponsor for our Heat races, JX Peterbilt, JX Truck Centers. We thank them for coming on board. And it is my understanding, I believe we had an interview earlier today with JX Peterbilt. So if we could, let's go to that interview now with JX Peterbilt, JX Truck Centers.
PT, we're here at the Bandit Series. We're hanging out in Turn 4. It's a little bit of a party area. It's a hospitality area. We're here with JX Truck Centers, Peterbilt dealer. We've got DJ and Micah with us. And guys, tell us a little bit about JX Truck Centers.
Well, we're a Peterbilt dealership, and we have 23 locations in Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, or not Ohio, but Illinois, and Wisconsin. And we have 5 in Michigan.
Right, and you guys brought this is an idea that you had to bring some customers and some people out here, Micah. Where did this come from in terms of utilizing the Bandit Series for kind of a hospitality opportunity?
Yeah, it's a perfect opportunity, with the mix of the trucks and our customers and new customers and current existing customers and just get people out here and show them a good time and watch some good racing. So.
Yeah, we're in the pre-game right now, kind of the pre-area, but we got some families here that you guys had brought with us, and really it just seems like an opportunity to maybe connect with your, customers and clients on really a non-business level, a little more fun, would you say, DJ?
Yeah, it's something that we can, hang out with the customers and, kind of get to know them a little bit better and have a good time with them and show them a good time.
Now, have you guys seen the Bandits live to this point, or has it only been kind of on our YouTube and our Bandit Series TV, Micah?
So, we came out a little bit earlier and got to watch some of the pre-race, and warm-up series. And then, of course, we've seen them on YouTube, and it's phenomenal. I mean, I'm pretty excited about tonight and see what happens here.
I'll tell you what, Kalamazoo Speedway, there's really not much from a straightaway standpoint. The banks are pretty high, and they're going to be going around. I think we're going to see with this 3/8 mile, we might see a little nudging. There may be some bumping and grinding out there. I wouldn't be surprised, DJ.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping to see. Yeah.
We want to make sure they're all safe, but we want some dang action, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's all good. Well, DJ and Micah with JX Truck Centers, Peterbilt dealer, 23 locations in the 4-state area here. Thanks so much, guys, for coming out and being a part of the Bandit Series. All right, thanks, Scott. Back to you guys. JX Truck Centers, check them out, jxe.com.
All right, thank you very much, PT. With that interview with JX Truck Centers, thank you for sponsoring our Heat races. As we get ready for our challenge races, we're going to send it on down to Danielle with Mark Noble. Take it away.
Thanks, Adam. I am here with the Wheelman, Mark Noble, taking home yet another Heat win today. How you feeling in Kalamazoo?
Well, I'm feeling pretty good. That was a tough bunch, you know, so lucky enough to get the jump on the start and held them off. I felt somebody back there a couple times, but we just drove our race and ended up winning.
They call this one of the world's fastest 3/8 mile tracks. Now your first laps around here, how you feeling? Is it still holding true to the reputation?
Well, it's a fast 3/8. You know, there's not a lot of straightaway, you know, and they've got big corners, so you carry a lot of speed through the corners, but you know, it's a short track, and it's a racy track. You know, I can see there's 2 lines, you know, so hopefully if I do start in the back of the feature, we'll get up there.
I think you will. And then knowing that, you know, we're getting towards the end of the season here and that you're right neck and neck with Ricky and Alan, I mean, is it every race counts at this point? Every single thing matters?
Oh, yeah, they do all year long, you know, when you're point racing, every race. And, you know, I can't tell you what place I'm in or how close, because all I got to do is keep winning races and they'll take care of itself.
Well, we won't tell you then. We're going to let you get lined up for the shootout. We wish you the best here going into the rest of the races tonight. Back to you, Adam.
All right, thank you very much, Danielle, and she's right. Our Bandit shootout is coming up soon, and that's always a fan favorite. And by the looks of it, the Godfather Craig Kruckenberg and the 46 of Brian Cash are going to be starting us off. And as we get ready for that, we're going to take a short break here. We'll be right back at Kalamazoo Speedway.
Awesome product. Don't have to worry about greasing my fifth wheel anymore. It's a non-issue. I just hook up, that's it.
When I found the Minimizer, I mean, God, I was happier than hell because it was custom made just for my fifth wheel.
So you're a fan?
Oh, God, yes.
The Bandit Big Rig Series is coming soon. Don't miss it.
And we are back here live at Kalamazoo Speedway. Let's take a look at our Bandit shootouts. It's a one-on-one battle that takes place over a single lap around the track, and the trucks race based off of the reverse qualifying order, starting with the slowest, and the Bandits will then battle it out one race at a time until a winner is crowned, and the kids are given cards at random with each of the driver's number on it, and the kid with the winning driving number wins a crisp $100 bill. So I gotta tell you, I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel a little jealous to any one of these kids out here.
And the way you get to be one of these kids is to come to the driver's meet and greet.
Yes, indeed. And here's a look at our final 3 races of the season. Our next race will be Saturday, August 31st at Five Flag Speedway. And then we'll head to Hawkeye Downs September 21st, and our season finale at Bristol Motor Speedway Saturday, October 12th. We hope to see you all there. Let's send it on down to PT for the Bandit Big Rig Series shootout.
All right, here's what we're playing for. You see this right there? $100 from our friends at Air Dog. There we go. $100 for those watching at home. Make some noise for $100, huh? What do you think of that? Right? Hey, there he is. Ron's right there. By the way, awesome rendition of the national anthem, by the way.
I appreciate it, bro.
Awesome, awesome. Tell those folks at home, what do you think about Air Dog being a part of the Bandit shootout?
It's a great experience for us. We have a good product running on all the trucks. Come see us. We love it. We love Bandit.
Nice. Here we go. We're ready to rock. What are your names? 55? Dean and
Henry.
And you are? Maddie, here we go. We're rolling around right now. We're green. Godfather. Nobody likes to give away money more than the Godfather. I will say that. It's one lap around. Here we go. I don't even know if they were going yet. I think they were just messing around. I think they were yellow. That's how much. That's how much. They just wanted a bonus lap. What do you think of that, guys? Now, what would you do with $100 if you got one?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Here we go. We're green this time around. Look at this. We're green this time around. Let's see what we got here. Brian Cash in the 46. The Godfather in the 55. The Godfather of the Bandits is going to have to go wire to wire if he's going to give $100 away. Here we come on the inside. Brian Cash, and no! The Godfather. All right, hey, Maddie, loved it. High five. We're going to get you a shirt, okay? Here's the Bandit Girls getting you a shirt, and you're good to go. Go with Daddy right there, okay? Nice job. You're awesome, Maddie. Nice work. All right, you guys are good to go. What's your name again?
Henry.
Now, are you guys brothers? You don't look anything alike. Okay, very cool. Who's the next contestant? 13, it's the Iceman, Bob Mitchell. Come on up here. Come on up here. What's your name, miss?
Melody.
All right, Melody, tell the people at home. Here we go. Melody?
What?
Say your name.
Melody.
There we go. Melody's ready to go for Bob Mitchell, the Iceman. The Iceman's loose on the outside. The Iceman, he might try to get into Craig here. Godfather trying to take him on the inside, and it's Godfather. Godfather. So, hey, it was a short-lived battle. T-shirt right here, okay? Now we got 66, Austin Hoppy. Austin Hoppy, 66. Right here, come on up here, buddy. I love your John Deere boots. What's your name, my man?
Kurt.
Kurt? Okay, Kurt's looking for 66. Now, what would you do with $100 if you got it?
I don't really know.
You don't know. Why would you? Because we prepped them. We tried to get the prep for the question. Oh, look at this. Austin Hoppy on the outside. Craig Kirkerberg on the inside. This one could be legit. Side by side in the back stretch. Here comes Austin Hoppy on the outside. Craig Kirkerberg on the inside. Oh, no, photo finish. But it's Austin Hoppy. 66 one. Hey, high five, guys. And I tell you what, though, the Godfather, nobody loves to give away money more than the Godfather. So every time he always gives away $55 there from the Godfather just to keep you guys happy, okay? There you go, $55 from the Godfather. Make it happen. All right, we need 69 up here now. 69 up here now. Here we go. 69. What's your name, buddy?
Jaden.
Jaden. All right, Jaden, here we go. 69, that's Brian Bear on the outside. 66, Austin Hoppy on the inside. Trying to take him here on the back. Let's just turn 4. Oh, look at this. Neck and neck. Oh! 69 in a heartbeat. Look at that, Jaden. Nice job, buddy. All right, nice work. Wait. Get it close up with the boots, though. Legit boots, though, either way. Love your boots, okay, buddy?
Thank you.
Appreciate you. All right, nice. Love those John Deere boots. Those are cool. All right, here we go. 8, Doug Hilson. Come on over here, miss. What's your name?
Bailey.
Bailey, and what would you do with $100 if you got it?
Share it with my parents.
Share it with her parents. Oh, Mom and Dad would have parts of that. That's awesome, Mom and Dad. Here we go, 69, Brian Barron, Doug Hilson, dirt racing. Doug might not have enough. May not be able to get Bailey's parents any scratch, unfortunately. Looks like your mom and dad are just gonna have to share a t-shirt, okay? Is that cool? Yeah. Mom and dad are gonna share a t-shirt anyway, okay? There we go. Mom and dad's gonna share the t-shirt. We got 88 now. 88 is Mike Morgan. What's your name?
Kale.
And what would you do with $100 if you got it?
Buy new school shoes.
A new what?
School shoes.
New school shoes. I like that. New school shoes. Couple of pairs of Nikes. Brian Bear on the outside. Mike Morgan on the inside. That's Mac Vader. 88 Black Dog. Look at this. He's going to try to take him on the inside. Does he have enough juice in turn 4? Not going to do it. But Mike Morgan does have a consolation prize. We got a signed flag right there and a poster of Rubber Duck, the original Rubber Duck, all right? So here you go, Mike Morgan, Black Dog, making it happen for you. Okay, buddy?
Okay.
All right, and your T-shirt. There you go. All right, who's up next? Now, hey, it was Jaden. Jaden, now 69, your truck has a choice of outside or inside. What do you think he wants to take?
Outside.
Outside. He wants to stay on the outside. And he's doing that. Where's 41? 41 is up here. Marshall Davis, 41, come on up here. 41's up right now. 41's on the inside. Look at this. It's neck and neck in turn 4. Neck and neck in turn 4. Ow! All right, hey, nice job anyway, man. Grab a shirt, grab a shirt. All right, what are your guys' names?
Jesse.
Jesse? Why were you late? Were you in the barber's chair getting a haircut?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, I thought maybe it was like a haircut situation. What's your name, buddy?
Ethan.
Tell them at home. Tell them at home. Ethan. All right, Ethan?
Ethan.
All right, buddy. Nice. Do you want to say hi to anybody at home watching?
Hi.
Hi, that was cool. Okay, good. All right, here we go. 7, Redbeard. What's your name again? Brandon? All right, come on over here, buddy. Redbeard's on the inside. Marshall Davis on the outside. Here we go. Marshall Davis on the outside. 41 Marshall Davis. Redbeard on the inside. Backstretch. Redbeard's feeling good right now. Did really well a couple weeks ago in the Bandit shootout. Ow! Marshall Davis loose in turn 4. All right, Marshall Davis, 41. You guys, high fives. T-shirts right here. T-shirts and high fives. All right, here we go. 4. And what's your name, my man?
Matthew.
Matthew. All right. And what would you do with $100 if you got it?
Buy me a mini bike frame.
A mini bike frame. All right, I like it. Is that to go with mini bike tires that you have?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, because I was going to say the frame, you just carrying that down the road or something, or what?
No, I have a motor for it.
Oh, he's got the motor already. Okay. Just completing the cycle. Here we go. Brandon versus Matthew. Here we go. 1-on-1. Oh, it's Redbeard versus Scott Treadway. We call him Lightning. We'll see what happens here. Right now, Redbeard's on the inside. He's got it going. Scott Treadway on the outside. May not have enough for Redbeard. And Redbeard says, "Arg me mateys, I'm a pirate and I'm stealing this money." All right, sorry, buddy. 4 high five, Matthew. Nice job, my man. You still get a shirt, though. It's all good. We're all part of the Little Bandit Club, all right? All part of the Little Bandit Club. All good. Number 3, Alan Bowles Turbo. And what's your name, cutie?
Amelia.
Amelia. And what would you do with $100 if you got it?
Buy makeup.
Buy makeup? You don't even need makeup. Why would you? What do you need makeup for?
My sister.
Oh, for the, I love it. Okay, here we go. Well, best of luck. Okay, Amelia, you come right here. Look at those cute little boots. That's awesome. I love your shoes. All right, here we go. Oh, they're neck and neck on the outside. Brandon wants 7 Redbeard. Amelia wants Turbo. Here we come to turn 4. Oh, Redbeard is getting loose on the outside. Ah! What's the official wording? Was it 3? I think they're getting Amelia some makeup at this point in time. Alan Bowles doesn't think you need it either, but it's all good. What's your name, miss?
Lily.
Lily, and what would you do with the $100 if you got it?
Share it with my mom.
Share it with your mom. That's the cutest. Would you guys go someplace together or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. All right, so she's got Mark Noble, who won a couple weeks ago. Okay, so he's our Bandit Shootout reigning champion. And is there only a couple left? Or are those 51 and 27? They're going too. Okay, good. Here we go. So we got Amelia with 3 on the outside and Lily with 74 on the inside. All right, coming around. We're going to go green right here. Right here, right now. We're going green, okay? Mark Noble gets a quick inside shot on him. Alan Bowles has got a lot of juice. That's why we call him Turbo. Look at Mark Noble, the wheelman, go. Mark Noble, the wheelman, with over 600 dirt track wins. Woo! Showing out, and Amelia, hey, it's okay. You don't even need makeup anyway, okay? All right, you go get that T-shirt. Good to go. Grab a T-shirt. Nice job. That was awesome. All right, wheelman Mark Noble's up, and he's going up against points leader. How about this? Points leader 14, Ricky Rude. What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know? What's your name?
Rosa.
Rosa? Oh, I love it. Okay, here we go. They're green. I think Mark Noble thought they were lining up, but Ricky Rude had a green flag on the deal here. Ricky Rude's got him set. I don't know if Mark Noble's got enough juice to come back, but here he comes. Mark Noble, the wheel man, and no. It's Ricky Rude. Okay. Lily, you grab yourself a t-shirt, okay? All right, all right. Rosa, you're still good to go. Here comes Whitmire. And your name is what, James? James? All right, tell that camera right there how cool you are. Yeah. All right. Just a thumbs up will do. Thumbs up? No, no thumbs up. Don't worry about it. No big deal. All right, Rosa, here we go. Oh, stay here, James. Here we go. Whitmire versus Ricky Rude. Luke Whitmire, he looks up to Ricky Rude as somewhat of a mentor. Ricky Rude on the outside. Luke Whitmire on the inside. Oh, look at this. He's going to get into his tires. Oh, Robin. Ricky Rude, you're still good to go. Okay, James, good job, buddy. Good job. Awesome. Awesome. That was awesome. Here's your shirt. Here's your shirt. Oh, that was great. All right, here we go. Here we go. Is this the last one? Last one, 27. And what's your name?
Miracle.
Miracle? Your name is Miracle? Come on over here, girl. Miracle's hoping for a miracle. She's got 27 against Rosa, right? Rosa with 14. These guys are brothers, by the way. It's Darren versus Ricky Profit. Here we go. Brother versus brother, mano y mano. I can't stand it. Ricky Rude on the outside, Darren Profit. Does he have enough juice? Can he pull off a miracle for Miracle coming into turn 4? And it's gonna be Ricky Rude for the win. There you go, Miracle. Grab yourself a shirt. Awesome stuff. Nice job, Miracle. Appreciate you. And hold up. Look at this, Rosa. Look at that. There's $100 from our friends at Air Dog. What do you think of that? You got nothing. Still got nothing. She's shaking. She's shaking at home. Just wave at the camera and accept that right there from Ron Air Dog. Ron, what do you say?
Congratulations. Spend it wisely.
Piggy bank, maybe? No?
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the concession stand? Me, you, and Ron will get some burgers or something? No? I tried, man. I
appreciate it,
All
man.
right, hey, make some noise for Rosa here, right here. $100. Show the people at home right there. Boom, a Benji, ice cold Benji for Rosa. Nice job. We'll be right back with more action, challenge races, and the big main event still to go. Rosa, high five. They're free. You don't even need to buy them, right? They're free. There you go. Thanks to Air Dog for making it happen. Ron, you're the man. We'll send it back to you guys, all right? Stick around. Bandit TV, more action coming up next.
All right, thank you very much, PT. What an exciting Bandit shootout, and congratulations to Ricky Rude, number 14, with an impressive victory, especially that last one over his brother.
And we want to thank Air Dog for sponsoring tonight's event and providing that $100 bill. One of the guys that I talked to earlier at their booth is Wayne Unrath. He is a distributor for DIS. That's one of the places that you can go to get an Air Dog system in this area. They have about 4 stores, DIS does.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. And we're going to take a short break here. We'll be right back after these messages.
Fans, I am here with number 55, Craig Kruckenberg, the Godfather, as he goes by, taking a win in the first heat. How you feeling here in Kalamazoo?
You know, when I got here today, I wasn't happy. I was pushing, just couldn't get the truck right. And then they realized that the truck was 3/4 of an inch out toe, and oh wow, it's amazing how you get the truck right, how you can win.
Amazing, and when you did, that's for sure. And as the shootout, it looked like you were neck and neck with Mr. Austin Hoppy, which he's kind of notorious starting to rep for himself in shootouts. You guys almost took him there. How do you feel about that?
Well, I went up into the tower. I wasn't happy about. It's a 3/8 track. We got to have another lap, right, between races. And so he had a run on me, and I had to tromp it. So I just figured, well, I'll just drive like Hoppy does and keep my foot in it and wiggle my butt around and show him how he drives. And we were close, but yeah, it's just that he beat me on the jump.
Beat you on the jump. All right, anything you're changing going into the challenge here?
I'm not even going to change my front right. And we're going to go in the challenge race with the same tire we ran all night so far, and try to keep it off the wall. I feel really good right now. I feel really good. Let's hope the kid that drives for me puts me to the front, and then I might have a chance.
I think you have a very good chance. Well, the Godfather's feeling confident, and as you know, just a few races ago, he ended up number 2. So tonight, let's see if you can take number 1 in the feature. Sending it back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Danielle. And as we take a look at the Air Dog cam, Craig Kruggenberg carrying one of our Air Dog cams for today, the other one being carried by number 66, Austin Hoppy. And also at this time, we would like to thank our great sponsors, the official fender of the Bandit Big Rig Series, Minimizer, and of course, Air Dog, the official fuel system of the Bandit Big Rig Series, Big and Nuts. And we also thank... And also sponsoring here today is Best One Tire. They have over 350 locations spanning the country, and it is my understanding that we have an interview with Air Dog scheduled right now. So let's go to that interview now with Air Dog.
PT from the Bandit Big Rig Series. I'm here at the Air Dog booth. We're talking about Air Dog and how they help the fuel economy of the diesel systems. And funny, I'm here with Diesel Injection Service, Wayne. Wayne, tell us about what you see from Air Dog and clients that are using Air Dog.
Right now, we're seeing an improvement of 5 to 7% in fuel economy.
Wow.
Horsepower, depending on the application, we're seeing an improvement there. Clients like it. They're getting better longevity out of the injectors, because once you get that air and the contamination out of it, that's what ruins an injector. Now, they love that side of it.
We're taking the air out of the fuel, again, helping fuel economy. Now, how many locations do you guys have for DIS?
We have 4 locations in the state of Michigan: Detroit, Blissfield, Edwardsburg, and Grand Rapids.
And when you have people come in to install the Air Dog system, we're told that it's a very simple process and something you guys can do on a relatively easy basis. Tell us about that.
Well, I'm more in sales, but the install on pickups, that's a real simple deal. They can throw that on in an hour, hour and a half in our shops. Detroit is the main Class 8 system. It's a couple hour process, but they have 12 bays. They can get you in, get you out, get you fixed right up.
But a couple hour process for 5 to 7%. That is an amazing improvement. And of course, when these trucks are on the road, helping fuel economy from that level, it's solid. DIS, Diesel Injection Services, Wayne right here. They are an Air Dog distributor. They have the product. The Bandits have all the products. Wayne, we appreciate you being here at the Bandit Big Rig Series.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, when we talk about someone with an unbreakable spirit, we got to talk to Mr. Brian Cash. You have had a tumultuous road here these last few races, haven't you?
It's been a rough couple of weeks. Let's see, we started out in Salem, Indiana, hit the wall there. That put us out. It messed it up. The radiator, air-to-air, front cross member, bumper, hood, all that. We get it put back together. We come to Lake Erie. Yeah. Lake Erie got dumped again, and Lake Erie, it messed up the radiator, air to air, but we kind of pieced it back together, and then we take and make it to Elko. Elko we run without a hood, and they frowned upon that, but you know,
you made it happen,
we made it.
Right?
We done what we could, but the truck derated. I got water temperature got too hot. So it derated. I'd take and run around through there. Couldn't really do a whole lot. So then I'd get my power back and I'd go play. Then it'd derate again.
You're coming into Madison ready to go, right?
Madison ready to go. And
hood and all.
Hood and all. First time on the new hood. We make it through that one. So then we come to the next one, the last race we come from. And poor old Hoppy. Son, I love you, but it might not be pretty today. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. But I feel like he may have come into it a little hot.
Yeah.
He washed up a little bit. And I found the only water hazard on the course. So, of course, I had to take a drop, and we never made it back to the race. It busted the radiator, air-to-air, front cross member, warped up the sway bar, busted the hood, bumper. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But we've got it back together for the most part. We're putting fender brackets on now. We've got to take and put one more hood hinge and the grill back in it, and we'll be ready to go again.
And I have to say, I saw you and Austin kind of taking jabs and jokes on Facebook the last couple weeks, which has been very entertaining for me to watch. Have you kind of given him a little hard time in person too?
Yeah, we have. We've been messaging back and forth, call each other, talk. I mean, we're really good friends. We're all good friends here in the series. It's just poking and prodding. You know, we got to keep it G-rated, and it's just, I'll come for you. I'll get you.
Yeah. He'll get his back. It might be today here at Kalamazoo. We wish you the best, Brian. With this, looks wonderful. We're excited to see you, and here's to getting through the whole race with no issues, right?
I'm hoping that we can take and do another race without any cautions, any problems. You know, last race, them boys got out there, and once they started, it was no cautions. They run and they run and they run, and that's what we try to take and do every time. But, you know, sometimes accidents happen. Austin.
All right. Well, we're going to leave this on the pavement tonight here, and we'll send it back to you guys.
All right, there you have it from Danielle, who spoke with Brian Cash earlier today. And speaking of which, you know, you just heard in that interview he was talking about Austin Hoppy. Well, get this. He is also in this first challenge race that we're having today. Brian Cash is going to be at the rear. Meanwhile, Austin Hoppy is going to be in the front row, starting alongside the 4 of Scott Treadway. So this promises to be an exciting challenge race. So let's take you through the field for challenge race number 1. As mentioned, Austin Hoppy will be in row number 1 alongside Scott Treadway in the 4. Row 2, Ricky Rude and Mike Morgan. Next, we have Alan Bowles and Brian Bayer. And then Brian Cash and Doug Hilson rounding out the field. Now, the challenge races are a little bit different. They are 15 lappers instead of 10.
That's right, and they're based on the heat races. So what we do is after you run the 3 heat races, they'll decide the running order of the 2 challenge races. And typically it's the slower trucks in the first challenge race. I was a little surprised that Ricky Rude and Alan Bowles, of course, they did finish in the back of that heat race, so that's the reason they're in this one. I look to see Ricky and Alan move up toward the front whenever the green flag drops here and 1 lap to go.
And we will see who gets the advantage in our first turn of the day. Lightning versus Dr. Diesel on the front row.
Ricky is all over the back bumper.
Indeed he is. We'll see into turn 1 and onto the back straightaway. It's close. Ricky Rude trying to get to the front. He was right to Scott Treadway's bumper.
He was pushing Scott Treadway through that corner.
Indeed he was. And Austin Hoppy there on the outside trying to make it work. It looked like by a few inches Scott Treadway led that lap. But Ricky Rude's not giving up, but neither is Austin Hoppy. As they continue to battle it out, it's a 3-truck battle for the lead.
And I think Ricky's faster. They're holding Ricky up a little bit. It appears that he can just get right on their back bumper. He's just needing somebody to move. He's going to make it 3 wide if they don't settle this pretty quick.
Yes, indeed he is. Ricky Rude continues to go to the back bumper. Oh, my goodness. Hold on, Scott Treadway. Contact is made. Oh, my goodness. The inside of Ricky Rude's truck is completely damaged on the right side.
Man, they went 3 wide. I just called it. Ricky was ready to go 3 wide. They slipped up a little bit. He dove down to the inside. It's going to be, we're going to have to see how much damage there is to Ricky's truck. I don't think structurally it's hurt, but he may have to come in, and get that rest of that side panel pulled off. He'll be fine for the feature race, but they may have to do a little body work on this thing right quick. Oh yeah, you can see it.
Oh yeah, that view. You can get a good look at Ricky Rude's truck right now. That inside is just damaged on the right side.
We don't have like a red flag rule. We got the truck stopped on the track, so we've got a red flag condition. They can certainly go out there and work on Ricky's truck and make it safe. We're not gonna, make them stand around and look at it and wait for the red flag to be lifted before they can work on the truck. We can work on our trucks during a red flag.
Yeah, I tell you what, if we could get an instant replay of what happened. Meanwhile, here's a good close-up at the damage to Ricky Rude's truck. Man, look at that thing.
Yeah, everything looks straight on the axles and all, but man, yeah, we're going to have to get that. We may have to get the cutting torch out to get that piece off. He just pulled up right here in front of the grandstand. And
yeah, and there's a look at the replay. Yeah, Scott Treadway got loose off that last turn, and as he was correcting it,
here it is.
Here it is. He's correcting it, and oh man.
Yeah, he got loose. He was turned sideways there. It kind of shot him down to the inside. And as soon as he did, he collected Ricky down there. Ricky pulled up to the front of the pits right here and was going to let him just kind of pull everything off, and he was going to come back out. But then he pulled on around. His truck just went out of the corner of our picture right there. He's down there in the pits. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to come back out for this challenge race or not, but I believe they'll have him ready for the feature.
Yeah, hopefully, because
there's a good shot of it right there.
Because Ricky came in with a good cushion over Alan Bowles in the point standings, and if he's not able to make it to the feature, you can bet that's really going to hurt him. So you can bet his crew is going to do everything he can to make sure that he can make it to the Bandit Series main later on tonight.
Yeah, he's leading our points right now, right?
Yes, he is. So this time we will restart with Austin Hoppy and Scott Treadway again on the front row. So we'll see who gets the advantage this time.
Oh man, looks like Ricky's no, I don't know where he's going in the pits there.
Yeah. All right, the green flag is about to wave right here. I believe so. No, not yet.
Ricky actually pulled around, I think, to get up to one of the other car haulers.
All right, so they're going to make sure that the track is good to go. And
oh man, we did get a call from the pits that Ricky may be done for the night. He lost.
Oh my goodness!
He lost the entire fender on the right side of the truck, but he pulled it around in front of another car hauler here. I think it's where the welding machine is and everything. Hopefully they can get it back on there. The actual chassis is fine. They're just gonna have to get that side panel remounted. Looks like it broke the pipes there, broke some welds. Yeah, there's actually a welding lead. Yeah, somebody's fixing to do some quick welding on that truck.
Yes, indeed. But if it is in fact true that Ricky Rude is not going to be able to make it for the rest of the night, that is definitely a tough break for him.
Yeah, he's going to take a big hit in the points.
Yeah, and I did talk to him about that, and he said, I talked to him about that at one point, and he said that that anything can happen when you come to a Bandit Series race. Pretty much anything can happen. So
yeah, he was simply just going for the lead, and Scott certainly didn't mean to cut down into it.
And there's the green flag. Austin Hoppy and Scott Treadway side by side again. Let's see who gets the advantage this time. Right now, it's Austin Hoppy in the lead. Austin Hoppy's got the lead by a little bit, but Scott Treadway's not backing down. And Austin Hoppy, he led that lap. He's holding on to it for right now. And he's got it. Austin Hoppy has taken the lead, and he's starting to pull away a little bit. Meanwhile, running in third is Brian Bayer, the bird's eye bullet in the number 69, with Mike Morgan on the outside of him.
And Brian, he's another one that normally runs high on the track. Man, I love that air dog cam. That's Austin Hoppy out front.
Austin Hoppy out in front indeed. And we'll see if he can hold on for the next couple of laps here. Dr. Diesel, and I got to tell you, he had quite an impressive showing in the Bandit shootout. How about that battle with Craig Kruckenberg? That was really exciting to watch.
Yeah, him and Craig have seemed to tangle a little bit, in heat races, challenge races, and in the shootouts. I think their trucks are real similar in power, and they tend to be beside each other a lot. His back end's real squirrely though. He's out there running by himself, but when he dives into a corner, the back end's stepping out on him every once in a while. He loses time whenever that happens. He looked good on that corner, good and straight.
Yes, he did. Meanwhile, Brian Bayer in the 69, safely running in third, trying to catch up to Scott Treadway. And also, there's Alan Bowles in the 3, who is running right now side by side against Mike Morgan in the 88. And I gotta tell you, with Ricky Rude potentially being out for the Bandit Series main, You know, no one's going to love that better than him.
Well, I'm sure, Alan didn't want bad luck to happen to Ricky. He'd rather beat him on the track, but he'll take the point advantage of Ricky sitting in the pit.
Well, meanwhile, Alan Bowles continues to battle side by side with Mike Morgan, but right now Austin Hoppy's trying to hold on to his lead. He got a little loose coming onto the back straightaway there, and Scott Treadway, he has caught Austin Hoppy. He's caught back up to him.
Yeah, he's reeled him in.
And we'll see what happens in these next couple of laps here. We have reached the halfway point, and Mike Morgan going to the inside of Brian Bayer. Mike Morgan trying to make the pass, but so far Brian Bayer is doing a great job on the outside.
Man, he is keeping that truck wound up. He comes off the corner good. I think that's another situation where they want to run the same line, but he's having to cut down to the inside to try to make the pass.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way, as Austin Hoppy is still out in front. Mike Morgan still there on the inside, but Brian Bayer shows that the outside line is the way to go at Kalamazoo Speedway.
Yeah, he likes to run wide on a high bank track.
We only have a couple of more laps to go here, and we'll see if Scott Treadway has anything for Austin Hoppy.
Yeah, Austin and Scott both have kind of pulled away from the field here a little bit. They're within striking distance of each other, but they've kind of separated themselves there a little bit from Brian Bayer.
Yeah, and right now Mike Morgan has his hands full with Alan Bowles as they battle it out right here for 4th place. And Alan Bowles, it looks like he might be able to clear Mike Morgan as they come across the start-finish line. We'll see if he can clear him as they enter the back straightaway.
Austin's comfortably in the lead. Looks like Scott Treadway's going to take second. Call it at the line, Adam.
Here we go. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for Austin Hoppy. Austin Hoppy, the diesel smoke is coming out of that truck, and he is giving it all he's got, going for the win. And your winner for challenge number 1 is going to be number 66, Austin Hoppy. 2nd place will go to Scott Treadway, followed by Brian Bayer, Alan Bowles, Mike Morgan, Brian Cash, and rounding out the field, the 8 of Doug Hilson. Man, a tremendous job by Dr. Diesel.
Yeah, I really hated that Ricky got knocked out of that race.
And I understand that Danielle is down in the pits by Ricky Rude's number 14. Let's send it on down to Danielle right now.
Thank you, Adam. I'm not going to interrupt him because I just talked to Ricky and his team, and I said, are you guys trying to get back out there? And he said, we're going to try like hell to make it. And they have been running around here scrambling, trying to make sure they can get this piece. The long and short is they have to get this piece reattached, and there's some piping issues as well as a lot of bending and problems with that. He lost a fender, so he is going to try as hard as he can, as he knows. I mean, every point counts at this point, and if he wants to hold on to that lead, he's got to find a way back in the race tonight. So you'll see these guys, they've been running around and they have not given up. They are literally working as fast as they can to try to make this happen. So we will see. Hopefully time is on their side, but it's no shortage of effort, as you can see down here from Team Ricky Rude. Back to you guys up there. I'll keep you in the loop as I hear more developments.
Thank you very much, Danielle.
That was a good shot of that frame. That shot that we had, hopefully we can go back to it. The actual truck frame, you see it painted red up and under there. All that is kind of cosmetic, but it keeps the tires and stuff from getting up in there and being like an open wheel race car. So you notice on these trucks, they have that box built so that the tires won't get in there, and it's actually kind of a safety thing. So they've got to get it back up on there. And you also saw the exhaust coming off his engine that runs into that box also. So there's kind of some piping issues. We got to make sure that the exhaust that comes out of that hole right there at the bottom of the side of it is all attached. So what they're doing, they're jacking it up in place, and as soon as they get it in place, they're just going to weld it back. And he's not going to be able to race without it on there. but all those loose pieces will be welded down. I think he's going to get back in.
We will have to wait and see if Ricky Rude is going to be able to make it. Right now, let's take you through the field for our last challenge race. We've got the 74 of Mark Noble alongside 41 Marshall Davis, followed by Luke Whitmire in the 51, Craig Kruckenberg in the number 55. Next in the field, number 7, John Lisenby, 13, Bob Mitchell, and rounding out the field, number 27, Darren Profit. That is your starting lineup for challenge number 2. Mark Noble won heat race number 3, the last heat race of the day. So we'll see if he can win the final challenge race of the day.
Marshall Davis won heat race number 2.
Yes, he did. And here's the green flag. We are racing, and Mark Noble looked like he was already sideways as they crossed the start-finish line. But now here we go as we ride on board with the Godfather.
Man, he's getting just as close to Marshall as he can coming off that corner. He's not going to give Marshall any more room than he has to. That is a great shot right there. You see how close they are. You know, I mean, they're literally about to touch. But both of those trucks are almost out of control coming off those turns. Mark's got him cleared at him.
Yes, he does. Mark Noble is in the lead. Meanwhile, it's a great battle for third between Luke Whitmire and Craig Kruckenberg. Craig was holding on to third for the moment, but now here comes Luke Whitmire on the outside. Oh, and Craig Kruckenberg is slowing down. Craig Kruckenberg is slow off the pace. What's going on here?
Yeah, he's off the pace. I'm not sure if he had a handling issue or a power issue. Let's see if he comes into the pits when he comes around. Oh, he's definitely going to come in. He is slowing way down.
Oh my goodness, that is a tough break for Craig. So far, 2 of the guys in the top 5 have had issues in our challenge races, and that is a tough break for Craig Kruckenberg, and that's going to bring out the caution flag. Not sure.
Yes, truck's still under power. You know, he actually has a stack, but I could see the exhaust shooting out by the back tire there. I'm not sure if his pipe's connected or not. Something happened though. I don't know if he lost power steering or handling or what, but he didn't like it. He slowed down and moved down to the inside, but he didn't pull off the track.
Yeah, hopefully he can get that issue straightened out, and hopefully this isn't the last we've seen of the Godfather. As we're going to restart this race again.
He's catching up to the field pretty good. I know they're under caution, but I just mean he's turning pretty good laps coming around to catch up to the rear of the field.
Yes, he is. And now we're going to restart again with Mark Noble and Marshall Davis on the front row. And I got to tell you, Mark Noble had a great start, but Marshall Davis was hanging in there with him.
Yeah, he was staying right on his back bumper.
All right, and here we go, getting ready to take the green flag once again. Not just yet. Hopefully we'll get the green flag the next time around, as Mark Noble looks to go back-to-back in our heat races. Mark Noble winning heat race number 3, and Marshall Davis won heat race number 2. And here we go. We'll see if, yes, we are getting the 1 to go signal. 1 to go at the line. The 1 to go signal has been given. Right behind them, Luke Whitmire and Bob Mitchell, followed by John Lisenby, Darren Profit, and Craig Kruckenberg. Hopefully he can bounce back from that issue he had in the first lap. Here we go to take the green flag, and we are racing again at Kalamazoo Speedway. And off the start, it's Mark Noble out in front, but Marshall Davis is right there on the outside, and here comes Luke Whitmire into the picture. Luke Whitmire trying to make a pass for second. Can he do it here?
Man, that was tight.
That is a close battle, but out in front, it's the wheel man, Mark Noble. And Marshall Davis is loose on the back straightaway. Luke Whitmire's still there. Oh, this could be tight here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a tight battle. Marshall Davis trying to hold on to second. Oh, they made contact. There was contact between Whitmire and Davis. Luke Whitmire's got the advantage in turns 3 and 4, and he's going to take second place.
And he kind of bullied his way through there.
Luke Whitmire moving his way up front. Now we'll see if he can reel in Mark Noble. He's got quite a bit of time to do so. We'll see if he can pull it off.
Bob Mitchell's making that outside line work. He's looking good coming up, trying to take fourth.
Yes, he is, and he's got Darren Profit right behind him with John Lisby on the inside of that group.
Yeah, there's your fastest qualifier running in the back. That's how close these trucks are. You know, Darren Profit.
Oh, my goodness. Craig Kruggeberg is slow off the pace again, and he is bringing his truck to the pits. Oh, my goodness.
Yep, something's wrong.
Tough break for Craig Kruggeberg. But meanwhile, back out in front, it's Mark Noble as he is still your leader. But Luke Whitmire is going to try to reel him in with as much time as he has left. And I got to tell you, and Bob Mitchell, he tries to make a move on Marshall Davis, gets a little loose, but he can't quite pull it off.
Yeah, Darren
Profit is in the mix as well, and Darren's going to try to go to the inside. No. And I got to tell you, for a second there, I thought we were going to have another 3-truck battle right there. Bob Mitchell trying to hold on, trying to keep John Lisenby right there behind him. But right now, the Iceman, and there goes Redbeard. Redbeard's now got the advantage on the inside going into the back straightaway. And Marshall Davis is seeing this in his rear view mirror. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go for Mark Noble as we go 3 wide to the start finish line.
Darren got all crossed up. Thankfully, he didn't hit nothing. That's your fast qualifier right there, trying to make position in last place in this race.
Yep, that's Darren Profit for you. Meanwhile, John Lisenby and Marshall Davis continue to battle it out for 3rd and 4th. Now, basically, it's almost a 4-truck battle as we only have a couple of more laps to go.
Yeah, we got a 4-truck battle for 3rd place. Mark Noble's kind of real comfortable in the lead. Luke Whitmire's running good in 2nd, and then we've got...
Oh, and John Lisenby gets loose. He almost loses it, and that allows Bob Mitchell and Darren Profit to make the pass on him. John Lisenby trying to hold on, but he just couldn't do it.
Just one little slip up, and 2 trucks passed it.
And here we come to the start-finish line. White flag is in the air for Mark Noble. 1 lap to go. The Wheelman has been on a roll here tonight at Kalamazoo. And Darren Profit trying to make a move on Bob Mitchell on the last lap here. Meanwhile, off turn number 4, it's going to be Mark Noble taking the checkered flag, winning challenge number 2. 2nd place will go to Luke Whitmire. Who's going to take 3rd? We're about to find out here. And it's going to be, it looked like Marshall Davis, number 41, followed by Darren Profit, Bob Mitchell, John Lisenby. Man, what a finish.
We may have to look at that replay again. That was real close between Darren Profit. Here it is right here.
Yeah, here it is again. Taking a look at the replay. Let's see.
And Darren makes a power move on that inside.
And it looks like it.
Man.
Yeah, it looked like Marshall Davis by inches.
Yeah, that's going to be close. I think Marshall Davis got him.
Yeah, it looked like it. Yep, it looks like Marshall Davis.
Yeah, scoring is showing Marshall Davis beat him by, just a couple of hundredths.
Yeah, but aside from that, your winner is Mark Noble, number 74. Congratulations to Mark Noble. So far, he's been on a roll tonight. We'll see if he can take home the victory, being the first Bandit to win a main at Kalamazoo Speedway. And we're going to take a short break momentarily after this. Congratulations to our challenge winners, Mark Noble and Austin Hoppy. Tremendous job. And hopefully, as you can see right there, we hope Ricky Rude can make it in time for the Bandit Series main, because it's not a great show without the defending series champion. The only man to win a Bandit Series championship, going for his three-peat this year. And we're also going to send it on down to Danielle in just a few moments to see if we can get a word. And right now, here's the way the point standings looked going into this event. And Ricky Rude, he came in with a 17-point lead over Alan Bowles. And running in third was Mark Noble, followed by Marshall Davis. And rounding out the top 5 in points was Craig Kruckeberg.
So you got 2 guys in the top 5 right there. You got Craig Kruckeberg and Ricky
Rude.
That is fell out of the challenge race. Here's the welding job that's going on. So that's actually Ricky. So that's your driver of the 14. They've got that truck jacked up in the fender in place. Looks like he's got a piece of angle iron that he's going to weld on top of it. And as soon as he gets it welded onto the frame there, then he's going to weld it onto those braces that used to hold it on. All those braces sheared off whenever that Scott Treadway's truck rammed into the side of him. So not only can Ricky Rude drive a coal truck, not only can he drive a Bandit Big Rig Series truck, he can also weld a little bit. Let's see, we got an update on Craig. Craig's power was shorting out, giving him burst of energy. So we're going to go down to the luck of the draw to see how our lineup is going to take place. PT should be down there with somebody that's going to be drawing our cards. Take it away, PT.
Copy.
Again, our first responders and veterans and everything, we love you. Thank you very much, Jeff Longcore of Lawton, Michigan. All right, we're going to go live on Bandit TV. We feel good about this. We're having a blast here at Kalamazoo Speedway. It's all sorts of fun. We got some cool folks with us. It's DeMarco, right? DeMarco, and you are? Joseph, and you are? Gabriel. They're going to help us with something we like to call luck of the draw, okay? Now, oftentimes you'll see at short track racing, there's an inversion or whatever, so that it's kind of creates some excitement for the main event, okay? We say, you know what, inversion, these guys, they would try to screw with the system and they would try to sandbag it, okay? So we're like, you know what, we're just going to pick the order via you guys grabbing out cards for these guys. Is that cool? All right, so you're literally going to decide what the order is from the Bandits in this thing, all right? So here's what's going to happen. You're going to draw one. You're going to shuffle them up so nobody knows what they are. The first one you're going to draw is last all the way to first. Does that make sense? And we'll go in order. All right, so Joseph, you grab first. Here we go. The last spot is going to be held by, oh no, the Godfather. Oh no. Yee. The Godfather. He may not even be in this race, but if he is, Joseph, he may come after you. No, I'm just kidding. He won't do that. All right, here we go. DeMarco, you're up next, my man. Grab whichever one you want. Okay, from the middle, what is that? 46 there. Brian Cash is next, all right? Put it down there. Here we go, Gabriel. You're up next. We'll keep him shuffled so he doesn't. Gabriel has no idea which card is which, right? Of course not. There we go. That is 27, Darren Prophet. We call him Mo, all right? Now you're back up, Joseph. We'll go in a line like this. Come on over, Joseph. Joseph, come on. Here we go, right there. Grab one more. Oh, he's going to go the end. 14, the points leader, Ricky Rude. All right, you're next, DeMarco. Come on up, buddy. Should we let your sister grab one? Okay, here, you want to grab one, girl? Go ahead and grab one. Oh, that's the one. That was the one I was going to grab for sure. Alan Bowles, we call him Turbo. He's up next. All right, you're up, girl. Or DeMarco, sorry. What do you think? It's 88, Mike Morgan, Black Dog. There we go. All right, Gabriel, you're up. That's your dad? No. Oh, that's your buddy? 74. There you go, the wheel man, Mark Noble. All right, Joseph, you're up, buddy. Again, we're doing luck of the draw. We're going last to front for Scott Treadway. All right, how about your sister? Come on up here, grab one. Oh, that's a good one for sure. That one's a great one. 51 right there. How about that one? 51. That's Luke Whitmire. All right, DeMarco, you're up. What do you got there? 69, that's Brian Bear. Brian Bear, here we go. Go ahead, Gabriel. Whichever one you want. 13, there you go. The Iceman, Bob Mitchell. The Iceman giveth, and the Iceman taketh away. There you go. 8, that's Dirt Racing, Doug Hilson. One more, DeMarco. Oh, sister, go. Go ahead. And 7, there you go. 7, that's John Listenby. We call him Redbeard. Go ahead, DeMarco. And he's got 41, Marshall Davis, Pigpen, and then go Gabriel, who's the last one. 66, Dr. Diesel, Austin Hoppy is pole position. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our 3.5 helpers here, luck of the draw. All right, nice job, loved it. You know, the thing is, the Sippy Cup, I think, really helped. I think the way Dr. Diesel ends up in the front is because Sippy Cup, okay? That's why Dr. Diesel ends up in front, because Sippy Cup, okay? All right, let's do more giveaways. You guys cool with that? All right, more giveaways. Now, this is the poster right here. Check this out. Limited edition poster. Look at this right here. The Bandit girls got this. How cool is that? Limited edition poster right here for Kalamazoo. And guess what? Signed by all of the Bandits as well. Signed by all the Bandits. Pretty cool right there. And by the way, reminder, if you did not meet the Bandits during the meet and greet, they are going to be hanging out at the merch tent, trailer after the races, okay? All right, Gabriel, you want to help us out with this one? We'll get over here. We got a ton of registrations in here. We're shaking it up. You're going to grab one of these winners out of there, okay? Go ahead and grab one out of there. All right. Whoop, whoop. It's legit. I trust him. Gabriel wouldn't take us astray, I don't think. All right, here we go. Something called Bonnie Jean Stewart from Garrett, Indiana. If you are Bonnie Jean Stewart, you should jump up and down like you're on. Is that you? Yeah, I'm just going to go take a picture. I'm so glad you said took a picture, because that was going to be really awkward. It was something else. Oh my gosh! Let me see your ID. That was crazy. Were you?
All right, thank you very much, PT. And I understand that Danielle is down there with our challenge race winner, number 66, Austin Hoppy. Take it away, Danielle.
While we try to find Danielle, we got Ricky Rude still under there doing some welding on that truck, trying to get it ready. That's the tech officials making sure everything looks safe on what he's working on.
Yes, and hopefully we get to see Ricky Rude later on tonight. And we mentioned that Danielle is down there with Austin Hoppy, number 66, our challenge race winner. And we're going to send it down to her in just a moment here. And I got to tell you, I've been pretty impressed with Austin Hoppy here tonight.
Yeah, Austin's been doing a good job. Man, this may not seem like a big deal, but as far as our points, that welding that's going on that truck right now is real important. Kruckerberg's truck was down on power. I think we had like some electrical issues, so we're going to figure out what was going on. In the meantime,
yeah, we want to send a special thank you to our sponsors, Air Dog, Minimizer, Big and Nuts, Kick Marketing, and we also send a special thank you to JX Peterbilt, who sponsored our heat race, and Best One Tire. And I understand that Danielle is down there now with Austin Hoppy, so let's head on down to Danielle.
Thank you, Adam. I am here with a very happy number 66, Austin Hoppy, taking a challenge win, and our fans got an up-close shot with the GoPro in your truck. How you feeling coming out of that challenge win?
I am super excited. I think that GoPro is probably my lucky charm right there, so I don't think when that guy comes to take it off, he's not getting it back.
Don't tell them that. I think I heard you make a joke that you said you hope it didn't have audio as well, right?
When I came across with the checkered flag, yeah, I hope there's not audio on there, because there might have been a couple extracurricular words in there, so.
And we saw you had a ton of black smoke coming out of your truck, and you've been like frantically working under here, so what happened?
At some point in the night, my exhaust pipe, the flex pipe broke on it, and it started dragging. It actually ruptured one of the air lines, so I think we got everything going and should be good for the feature.
And I know we were trying to save the surprise that you actually got pole position with the luck of the draw, but your lovely girlfriend got to share the news with you. How do you feel about that?
I am super stoked. I think I found a really good line. I think being out in front's going to really help. Yeah, I didn't really run that line during practice, and I was doing all right during practice and qualifying. I didn't do as good as I wanted to, but going through the heat race, I learned a lot, and that line really sticks for me. So that's where I'm going to try to go with it tonight and try to get a podium.
It sure feels like the stars are aligned for you here tonight in Kalamazoo, so we wish you the best. I'm sending it back to you, Adam.
All right, thank you very much, Danielle. And as we get ready for our 30-lap main, we're going to take a short break here. Stay tuned. We got more Bandit Big Rig Series action coming up soon.
The Bandit Big Rig Series is coming soon. Don't miss it.
They don't break. We've dropped trailers on them, we've dropped pipes on them, they just don't break.
They are pretty darn durable. They are darn durable, I will have to say that.
You should probably charge more.
It's a 2019 Peterbilt 389. It's a 50-ton rotator.
So, what is the Fan Series Truck Show? It's a wash-and show featuring cool working trucks, and you can enter your truck as judged or non-judged. The choice is yours.
It's a 02 Freightliner FLD 120 Classic. Best thing I like about it, when it comes down the road, all you see is chicken lights.
But hey, if you win, you're the Bandit Series Pace Truck that night. Pretty cool, huh? And now you can even bundle Bandit race tickets and save. So be sure to register today.
What's up, everybody? I'm here with Team Ricky Rude. You guys have been working frantically. What have you been doing here to try to get this truck ready to go here?
I just trying to weld all the side panels back on. It got broke off. Everything was broke, so we had to just start fresh, basically.
And you guys have been running around like crazy, and I know multiple crews have been jumping over to help you. Do you guys feel confident you're going to get back in time for the feature?
He's tacking up a couple places, and I jumped up and down on it, and it didn't fall apart, so we're going to hope for the best.
Hope for the best. I mean, amazing. That's all you can do is right. Is there any other things that you're still worrying about, like that are going to work or function, or are you feeling pretty confident if he gets this attached, we're good to go?
I feel pretty confident, but we just hope no one bumps and bruises against him. If they do that, we may have problems, but them scraps are saving grace, hopefully.
All right, guys, you heard it here. Leave Ricky Rude alone here so he can get back out in this feature race. All right, we're going to let you get back to work. As you can see, let's just show him over here. Ricky Rude is no joke. He is literally down here like welding pieces under the truck. He has been working hard. He does not just like leave this to his team. He is hands-on doing everything he can to get back out there. So we're going to let them get back to work, and let's hope they can turn this around in time for the feature because, man, have they worked hard to make it happen. Back to you, Adam.
Thank you very much, Danielle. And as you can see right here, we're getting ready for our 30-lap main. That is the winner of our Bandit Series Truck Show. And whenever you come to a Bandit Series Truck Show, if you are the winner, you get the chance to be the pace truck for our Bandit Series main no matter where we go. So for those of you who are going to be at our next race, which will be August 31st, you have a chance to do that as well. Now let's take a look at the feature race. The lineup is determined by, as you saw, the luck of the draw. Each of our lucky fans drew cards from our luck of the draw card deck, and each card had the driver's name and number on it, and the order drawn determines the lineup order for the feature race. And we are going to start on the front row with Austin Hoppy. That should be interesting. And here's a look at our races that we're going to. We're going to Five Flag Speedway Saturday, August 31st. Then we head to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Hawkeye Down Speedway Saturday, September 21st. Then October 12th, our season finale at Bristol Motor Speedway. Promises to be an unforgettable night for the Iron Giants of the asphalt. And we hope to see you all there. And there's a look at Craig Kruckenberg right there, as he's riding there on the golf cart there with a member of Air Dog. Looks like he's going to see if he can be able to make it to this year's 30-lap main at Kalamazoo.
They may be putting him a new Air Dog system on that thing.
And speaking of Air Dog, there's a look at the Air Dog cam on the 55 truck. Our second Air Dog cam is being carried by number 66, Austin Hoppy, and they've been giving us some great vantage points all night long. And also, we send a special thank you to all the great sponsors, Minimizer, Air Dog, Big and Nuts, and also on board with us here today is JX Peterbilt, JX Truck Centers. They were the sponsor for our heat race. And also sponsoring us here tonight is Best One Tire. They offer complete farm tire service featuring Firestone tires, OTR and construction services, commercial truck tires featuring Bridgestone, Firestone, Toyo, and Bandag retreads, as well as passenger and light truck tires. So be sure to give a call to Best One Tire. They will hook you up. As you can see, as Ricky Rube continues to work on his truck and everybody's getting set up here, we're going to take another short break. We'll be right back after this.
Race number 7 for the Bandits in the 2019 season. We kick things off at Wisconsin's fastest half mile. That is Madison International Speedway. Heat race number 1 saw Wisconsin's own Dr. Diesel, Austin Hoppy in the 66, get out to an early lead.
And off the start, it's a huge lead for Austin Hoppy, 66.
But Mike Morgan in the 88, Mac Vader, wasn't going to give anybody any hometown discount. Morgan battles it out with Hoppy, but ultimately takes the lead and the checker.
It's going to be 88, Mike Morgan. He wins heat race number 1.
It's the Godfather, Craig Kruckenberg in the 55 Ford, who gets the early lead in heat race number 2, and his longtime friend and teammate, wheelman Mark Noble, fighting in the 74 Volvo for first place.
Here they go onto the back straightaway. Mark Noble, he's on the inside, but Craig's trying to block him, and they make contact. Oh my goodness.
These two bandits go back and forth throughout the race, but the Godfather pulls ahead to win heat race number 2. On to the final heat race, which gives the advantage to Lebanon feature winner Pigpen Marshall Davis in the 41 Peterbilt. Two-time defending series champ Ricky Rude Prophet isn't accustomed to running second to anyone. Steals the lead from Davis, holding on to it until the end. It takes the checker. The Food Liner Bandit Shootout gives a fan the opportunity to win $100, so leave it to Cash Money, Brian Cash, in the 46 Volvo to go a little above and beyond to get the win. Straight into a ditch, that is.
Oh, he bumped him and he's going to go spinning out. Oh, whoa.
The Mud Boggin Cash saw some radiator damage thanks to his off-road and was out for the night. But Cash Money himself was okay, thankfully. As for the rest of the shootout, Mark Noble brings home the most wins in the 74 and $100 for one lucky fan. The 74 champ was heating up. We'll have to see if it pays off for him in the feature.
Here you go, guys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What are you going to do with it? Going to get your dragon?
Yeah, let's go.
We're going to get a dragon. All right, one more time for good keeping. 74. 74.
Challenge race number 1 starts with Turbo Alan Bowles, living up to his nickname as the number 3 Peterbilt. Last by the rest of the Bandits. Bowles stays ahead with the lead so far. He almost laps the rest of the Bandits behind him. In the end, to no one's surprise, Alan Bowles, the winner of challenge race number 1. Craig Kruckenberg in the 55 gets the lead again when the green flag waves in challenge race number 2, but it's not for long. Ricky Rude is stalking the lead close behind him in the 14. Mark Noble throws himself in the mix, but it's Ricky Rude who wins challenge race number 2 and leads us into the A main feature. And in the feature, to no one's surprise, the 14 has the lead early on, leaving the rest of the Bandits in the dust. Turbo Alan Bowles battles it out with Craig Kruckerberg in the 55. It's Turbo who ends up getting second place, but is stuck on the track after the race when his brakes catch fire. Yikes. Meanwhile, Ricky Rude is our feature winner at Madison International Speedway and redeems his 2017 crash to capture his second win of the season.
How are the Madison fans for you? Anything you want to say to them on their way out?
Yeah, thank you for coming out in droves, man. We didn't know about a Friday night race. We're a Saturday night crowd, but you guys had to work today, get off, travel distances. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Just keep up with us. We got 4 more races this year. I'm just trying to keep trucking on.
Keep trucking on. Our champion, Ricky Rude. Let's get you your trophy.
Trophy right here, and Food Liner is going to present the check right here to Ricky Rude for $10,000. Make some noise for our champion here. $10,000.
All right, we saw some incredible highlights from Madison, and I can't wait to see what happens in this main. And I understand we got an interview with Brian Cash, so let's go to that interview now, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, when we talk about someone with an unbreakable spirit, we got to talk to Mr. Brian Cash. You have had a tumultuous road here these last few races, haven't you?
It's been a rough couple of weeks. Let's see, we started out in Salem, Indiana. Hit the wall there. That put us out. It messed it up. The radiator, air-to-air, front cross member, bumper, hood, all that. We get it put back together. We come to Lake Erie. Yeah. Lake Erie got dumped again. And Lake Erie, it messed up the radiator, air-to-air. But we kind of pieced it back together. And then we take and make it to Elko. Elko we run without a hood, and they frowned upon that, but you know.
You made it happen,
I made it.
Right?
We done what we could, but the truck derated. I got water temperature got too hot. So it derated. I'd take and run around through there. Couldn't really do a whole lot. So then I'd get my power back, and I'd go play. Then it'd derate again.
You're coming into Madison ready to go, right?
Madison ready to go, and
hood and all.
Hood and all. First time on the new hood. We make it through that one. So then we come to the next one, the last race we come from. And poor old Hoppy, son, I love you, but it might not be pretty today. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. But I feel like he may have come into it a little hot.
Yeah.
He washed up a little bit. And I found the only water hazard on the course. So, of course, I had to take a drop. And we never made it back to the race. It busted the radiator, air-to-air, front cross member, warped up the sway bar, busted the hood, bumper. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But we've got it back together for the most part. We're putting fender brackets on now. We've got to take and put one more hood hinge and the grill back in it, and we'll be ready to go again.
And I have to say, I saw you and Austin kind of taking jabs and jokes on Facebook the last couple of weeks, which has been very entertaining for me to watch. Have you kind of given him a little hard time in person, too?
Yeah, we have. We've been messaging back and forth, call each other, talk. We're really good friends. We're all good friends here in the series. It's just poking and prodding. You know, we got to keep it G-rated, and it's just, I'll come for you. I'll get you.
Yeah. He'll get his back. It might be today here at Kalamazoo. We wish you the best, Brian. With this, looks wonderful. We're excited to see you, and here's to getting through the whole race with no issues, right?
I'm hoping that we can take and do another race without any cautions, any problems. You know, last race, them boys got out there, and once they started, it was no cautions. They run and they run and they run, and that's what we try to take and do every time. But, you know, sometimes accidents happen. Austin.
All right. Well, we're going to leave this on the pavement tonight here, and we'll send it back to you guys. Hey, tell us what's going on with Craig's truck. I know you guys have been working frantically here to get him ready to get in the feature. What have you guys been fixing?
Well, they replaced the fuel filters in the truck, and other than that, I'm not even sure. I'll talk to Rick to fix this truck too.
Okay, and do you think, I mean, it looks like we got Air Dog down here helping. Have you been helping with the truck? How's everything going? Does it seem like we're going to get him in?
Should be in the future, yeah.
All right. It it looks like we're getting him in and hoping for the best here. We're going to let him get out. He's going for it?
We're going for it. We're going to get him out the track, see what he can do. We don't know what's going on. Might be ECM problem, transmission. We're trying to figure it out right now. We're going to get him out there and see what it feels like. We're going to get going now. We're going out there with the points, baby.
All right, you guys, this is what happens with live racing. You just grab him in the middle of fixing. Ricky is still working over here. The Godfather's going for it. I think Ricky's going to try to too. This is going to be an exciting feature. We've never had this many guys scrambling like minutes before we start, so let's wish them the best. Back to you guys up in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Danielle. That is good news to hear that the Godfather is up and ready to go. And
we've got a change on the lineup. The number 8 is going to move to the back of the field. He was drawn, let's see, 1, 2, 3. He was going to be in 4th, but apparently he's having some issues with his truck also. The truck isn't running good, and so he has asked to be moved to the back of the field.
All right, then. And there's a look at the guys who are going to be on the front row. The number 66 of Austin Hoppy and the 41 of Marshall Davis. This promises to be an exciting start, and I understand that we have the name of the man who won the Bandit Series truck show.
Yeah,
his name is Jeff Longcore from Lawton, Michigan. So congratulations to Jeff Longcore, and I also
his truck is a 2002 Peterbilt. And you'll get to see it a little better whenever they start rolling around the track. Right now you're looking at the back of it. It's actually the very front truck up there in line. But they're starting to line up at them. I'm going to go get your outside mic so that you can talk to the crowd.
Yes, we are. And I also have great news for Ricky Rude fans. He has fixed his truck, so he will be able to make it to the Bandit Series main. So that's good news for all those Ricky Rude fans out there. We're going to do live introductions in just a moment here. We're going to be going live to the live crowd so they can be a part of this. And we invite you to hang on, folks. This promises to be an unforgettable one. Yeah. And now we're going to take you through the field now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's meet the starting lineup for your Bandit Big Rig Series main, starting at the front. First up, in the number 66 from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, the number 66 Sterling, sponsored by Dr. Diesel Service, Food Liner, Mitchell Motorcycle Transport, Elderon Big Rig Chrome Shop, and the Livin' Foundation, Dr. Diesel, Austin Hoppy. Next up, from Mars Hill, North Carolina, in the number 41 Peterbilt, sponsored by General Truck Parts, Big and Nuts, Minimizer, Jupiter Enterprises, Pepsi, NMF, and the Pete Store, the man they call Pigpen. Let's give it up for Marshall Davis. Next up, from Weaverville, North Carolina, in the number 7, sponsored by NMF, Pete Store, Minimizer, Jupiter Motorsports, Pepsi, and General Truck Parts, Redbeard John Lisenby. From Waupun, Wisconsin, in the number 13 Freightliner, sponsored by Dr. Diesel Service, Food Liner, Mitchell Motorcycle Transport, Elderon Truck Country, Big Rig Chrome Shop, and the Livin' Foundation, the Iceman, Bob Mitchell. From Birdseye, Indiana, in the number 69 Freightliner, sponsored by Kentucky Oil and Filter and Minnesota Soybean. He's a 3-time track champion at Salem, the Birdseye Bullet, Brian Bayer. From Arden, North Carolina, in the number 51 Max, sponsored by Turf Mountain Sod, Whiskey Throttle Customs, Whitmire Trucking, Carolina Cat, Whitmire Motorsports, Brian K. Cash Trucking, Arclight, All Balls Performance, and NMF. Let's hear it for the Yard Troll, Luke Whitmire. From Marshall, North Carolina, in the number 4 Peterbilt, sponsored by Airworks, NMF, Arclight Fabrication Company, Pepsi General Truck Parts, and the Pete Store. They call him Lightning, Scott Treadway. From Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, in the number 74 Volvo, sponsored by Valley Transportation, Michaelette's Trucking, Jaeger Implements, and Discount Taxi Racing, the Wheelman, Mark Noble. From Wartrace, Tennessee, in the number 88 Mac Vader, sponsored by Windrock Truck Parts and Equipment, BMT, Steve Nash Trucking, Dex Truck Parts, Helbin Express, RD Trucking, Joan Performance Products. Let's hear it for the Black Dog, Mike Morgan. From Weaverville, North Carolina, in the number 3 Peterbilt, sponsored by Jupiter Enterprises, Pete Store, Minimizer, Airworks, Borge Warner, Thompson Cat, Pepsi, NMF, All Balls Performance, and General Truck Parts. He is the man they call Turbo, Alan Bowles. From Weaverville, North Carolina, in the number 14 Peterbilt, sponsored by NMF and Rude Motorsports, your defending series champion, making it back for our 30-lap main. Let's hear it for number 14, Ricky Rude. From Weaverville, North Carolina, in the number 27 Peterbilt, sponsored by Profit Paving and Sam's Gap Motorsports, number 27, Darren Profit. From Lake Toxaway, North Carolina, sponsored by Turf Mountain Sod, Whiskey Throttle Customs, Whitmire Trucking, Carolina Cat, Whitmire Motorsports, Brian K. Cash Trucking, NMF, and Steve Nash Trucking. The man they call Cash Money, number 46, Brian Cash. And next up, from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, in the number 55 Ford L9000, sponsored by Minimizer, Kentucky Oil and Filter, and Robin Kruckeberg. He is the Godfather, number 55, Craig Kruckeberg. And last but simply not least, from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, in the number 8 Peterbilt, sponsored by Minimizer and Big and Nuts. He's been a dirt racer for 40 plus years, number 8, Doug Hilson. That is your starting lineup here at Kalamazoo Speedway. If you are ready for this 30-lap main, let me hear you make some noise. Come on, Kalamazoo Speedway. If you are ready for this 30-lap main, let me hear you make some noise. And that is your starting lineup for the Bandit Big Rig Series main. It promises to be a good one.
We've got all the trucks on the track. Here's the lineup again.
Austin Hoppy and Marshall Davis make up the front row. Second row will be provided by the Iceman Bob Mitchell and the 7 of John Lisenby, followed by Luke Whitmire and Brian Bayer. And then we have Mike Morgan and Alan Bowles, Ricky Rude and Darren Profit, Brian Cash and Craig Kruckeberg. And at the rear of the field is Doug Hilson. He actually elected to go to the rear of the field, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. He was he got the lucky draw up to position 4. He's having some issues with his truck. This is a tight racetrack. It's a fast racetrack. He didn't want to give some issues to the guys running right there behind him, so he wants to have them let them have a fair chase to the front. So he is elected to go to the back. Class act.
Yes, indeed. And I understand that the flagman for this Bandit Series main, his name is Buster. He's been coming here for over 20 years, if I'm not mistaken, and he is ready to flag this Bandit Big Rig Series main at Kalamazoo Speedway.
Yeah, we've got them all on the track. They'll be starting to roll here momentarily.
Yeah. And once again, we thank our sponsors, AirDog, Minimizer, Big and Nuts, and Kick Marketing. And our other great sponsors for tonight, JX Truck Centers, the sponsor of the heat races for tonight, and Best One Tire. We thank them for coming on board here tonight. And I got to tell you, no matter what happens in this Bandit Series main, I got to give a tip of the hat to the crew members of Ricky Rude's truck, because they really worked on that truck to make sure that he got out there.
Yeah, we can give
contention.
We can give him a tip of the hat to the crew members, but it was actually Ricky that had the welding rod in his hand. So once they got it jacked up, got it lined up, they had some extra pieces of angle iron that they laid in there on the braces. They welded those pieces of angle iron to the main frame that we saw where that stripped away piece was, and then he just simply welded the braces back to that. So he's got it on there. Hopefully it's on there good enough to last this feature. I don't want him to fall out of this race, but we was talking about how tight the points are. He and the Godfather both had some issues there in the challenge race. The Godfather's on the track. We don't know if we heard from Big Phil. We don't know if he's got it fixed or not, but we're going to see. There's John's truck that Peter built that won the. This was voted on by the fans. So whenever we have a truck show, that John Longcore is driving that 2002 Peterbilt. That was the fan vote winner. So when we have a truck show before this race, several guys bring those custom trucks out and they let everybody take a look at them. I'm not sure exactly whether it's how polished they are or the extra lights and stuff that's on them, but this was the fan favorite. And so since he is the fan favorite, he gets to be the leader of our parade lap. And right now they are doing something that the Bandit Series do at every track.
Yes, it is. It is the 3-wide salute, and every single time we go to a Bandit Big Rig Series event, no matter where we go, everybody loves this. It's a 3-wide salute to all the great fans who come out and support each and every one of these drivers. And for those of you who have seen this up close in person,
look at those lights. Looks like we may have a little tradition here at Kalamazoo. I see the fans has got their cell phones and they're waving back to the truck drivers, letting them know they appreciate them. So the truck drivers are saluting the fans are saluting the truck drivers.
Yes, indeed. And if you have seen the Bandit Big Rig Series 3-wide salute in person, it is a special thank you to all the fans who support the Bandit Big Rig Series. And we send a special thank you to all the support that you have given the Bandit Big Rig Series the last 3 years in existence. Without your support, we could not make this possible. So we thank each and every one of you from all over the country.
Man, I love it whenever we go to a track that has some kind of tradition. We've been to tracks where they flash their lights and they have the cars parked along the backstretch. The fans actually wrap around over half of this track. Most short tracks you go through around North America, the fans are only on the front stretch. As you can see in this shot here, going off into turn 2, the suites and the stadium wraps all the way around to the middle of turns 1 and 2. And it's actually in turn 3, well before turn 3 is over, whenever they come back around the backstretch, that the stands are wrapped around. So for a short track, a weekend running short track, they have a lot of stands here, and we've got them filled up tonight, Adam. During the meet and greet, talked to a lot of young kids. I was standing by Darren Prophet when he was signing autographs. Talked to a lot of kids that said that this was their first time to a race ever. So we're glad to have a bunch of new fans that came out. Hopefully they'll start coming to Kalamazoo a little more often, even when the Bandits are not here, and then they might get a little racing in their blood.
Yeah, hopefully, as we continue to get ready for this start of the 30-lap main. And I got to tell you, this is not the first time that Austin Hoppy has started a Bandit Series main on the front row. He's done it before, and now he's got another chance to win a Bandit Series main. He has yet to do so, and he would love to be the first one to win a main at Kalamazoo Speedway.
That's right. I guess you can call Austin a lucky dog. He tends to get drawn last in this lucky draw system that we're doing. It takes all of the competition, the speeds, the finishes. It takes it completely out of it. We let the young fans draw the cards. And that's how we decide to start this feature race. And they're going to be running for $10,000 now. So it's, this isn't a $400 purse. Whenever we're dropping the white flag right here, we're fixing to go racing for 30 laps. And the winner is going to take away a big check of $10,000. Quite a purse for a short track race.
Yes, indeed. And we'll see what happens as Dr. Diesel and Pigpen are going to lead them off heading to the start-finish line. Here we go, folks. Ready for the green flag to wave, and we're off at Kalamazoo Speedway. Into the first turn, it's Austin Hoppy with the advantage. The fireworks are going off as number 66 is in the lead. Marshall Davis trying to make the outside work. And John Lisenby trying to go to the inside here. Oh, and Marshall Davis hits the wall. Marshall Davis hits the wall, but he keeps going. Oh, and the number 13 is going into the wall. The Iceman, Bob Mitchell, had some trouble as well as the fireworks continue to go off. Man, what a wild start that was.
I believe we did complete one lap, but action, we had a lot of fireworks on that first lap, Adam.
To say the least. And man, Marshall Davis, he was going for it, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think they got tangled up. I think him and Austin actually got tangled up a little bit whenever they come off turn 4 there. We'll see if we can get a replay of it here in a little bit. He's staying up there. I mean, his truck must not be hurt too bad. You know, they have that plate on the right side and left side of the bolts and lug nuts so that they won't shear those lug nuts off whenever they do something like that. Hit each other or hit the wall.
Yeah, it got
here it is.
Yeah, there it is. Oh man, did he hit that?
I think him and Austin got together right here. Austin pushed him up. Man, he just run out of room. He was going for it. Austin might have squoze him up there a little bit, but and then right behind him, going into turns 1 and 2, the 13 slides up and actually hits the wall right there where the pit entrance is. He didn't hit it too bad. I think he just lost it and slid off that edge. It kind of flattens out right past that yellow line. I think he kind of slid up over on that edge. That's kind of the entrance from pit road.
Yeah, and I got a chance to see Marshall Davis's truck on the right side, and it didn't look too badly hurt, so I think Marshall Davis should be good.
He's got concrete all in that rim. I don't believe that rim was white before he hit that white wall right there. It looks like we got a bunch of concrete and stuff and paint inside the rim around that hubcap.
All right.
They're lined up. Nobody came off the track after those dust-ups.
Yeah, we'll see if they get a 1 to go signal. No, not yet.
I think they're looking at, I think they're trying to look at the right side of Marshall's truck.
Yeah, it looks like they're checking to make sure that everything is good to go here. Uh-oh. There's something happening right here out front with Brian Cash and Doug Hilson. Something's going on there. Not sure what it is.
I believe they may be having a Bandit discussion, or they may be getting their, we got Danielle in the camera down there. We might get a view from the other side. That's Danielle in our view right there with the red shirt on. Cameraman's right there with her. I'm not sure if they're...
Yeah, not sure what's happening right now. Hopefully we can find out exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they're all rolling now.
Yeah. Yes, they're both rolling right now. So we'll restart again with Marshall Davis and Austin Hoppy on the front row. And if we could get a look at the replay once again, you could see that Marshall Davis was really going for the lead.
Yeah, he was trying to hang on that outside. He was running that very top edge. I think they touched a little bit. I think Austin crowded him out there a little bit, and it doesn't take much of a... See right here, right there. See, I think Austin might have nudged him just a little. And he's actually running a line where he's almost going to hit the wall anyway. So all Austin has to do is move him about 4 inches, and he hits the wall. You see all that concrete packed in that rim? Yeah, he hit that wall pretty good.
Okay, the 1 to go signal was given. We're ready to go green once again at Kalamazoo Speedway. Marshall Davis is going to have another shot to get the lead here. Let's see what happens when we wave the green flag. Here we go. Another great start for Austin Hoppy. Onto the back straightaway. And they're side by side for the lead. Marshall Davis has got a good run.
Man, Marshall shot off that corner.
Yes, he did, and it looks like he's going to clear Austin Hoppy. Yes, he does. Marshall Davis takes the lead at Kalamazoo Speedway.
He knows where the wall is because he's already hit it. So.
Oh, but here comes Austin Hoppy on the inside. Whoa!
Man,
Austin is not giving up here as he's on the inside of Marshall Davis. You know, you think Austin Hoppy wants to win at Kalamazoo? He's showing you why right now. And right now he's side by side with his teammate Bob Mitchell. And we also got some great racing action between Brian Bayer and John Lisenby as they battle it out side by side. Coming across the start-finish line, Bob Mitchell trying to make a pass on Austin Hoppy on the outside for second. Two teammates going at it pretty good here. Here we go into the turn as Pigpen continues to lead, but don't count out Austin Hoppy. He is still there. Look at all the smoke coming out of there.
Yeah, you can tell when he gets in the throttle. You know, a lot of race cars, you might not know exactly when they get.
And Marshall Davis is on the brakes hard. Here comes Austin Hoppy to the inside for the lead. Oh, they make contact. And again into the wall goes Marshall Davis. Oh my goodness. And in the midst of that melee, Mark Noble in the 74 has taken second place from Bob Mitchell. He's trying to clear him, but Bob Mitchell doing a great job on the outside.
And Marshall's, he's done hit the wall twice, but he's still running in fifth.
Man, what a move by Austin Hoppy. He is going all out tonight at Kalamazoo Speedway.
Here's the replay of that last pass.
Oh, this will be a good one. Austin Hoppy saw an opportunity to go to the inside. Bam! What a pass, and right into the wall again goes Marshall Davis.
Yeah, Marshall actually washed up. He washed up a little bit. Austin dove inside, and then they kind of was running in the same real estate right there coming off the corner, and he hits the wall again. Marshall isn't going to have any trouble making weight. He's got about 50 pounds of concrete in that right front tire, so I think he's good on making the weight after this race is over.
And there's a great look at Brian Bayer in the 69, looking on the inside of Alan Bowles. Again, great to see Brian Bayer back in the Bandit Big Series. Oh no! Oh, we got trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no! Man. And just as I mentioned him, he's in a wreck.
Yeah, we had some going the wrong way. Yeah, we'll get another good look at great view, great camera work on the wreck. We actually saw it about to happen, and we'll be able to take a look at this again. Brian Bayer's
here's a look at it again. You can see Brian Bayer on the inside
in the white truck, the number 69.
Yeah, Brian Bayer on the inside of Alan Bowles. He's going for it, makes contact with Luke Whitmire.
I don't think Luke knew he was there. I think he.
And John Lisenby got a piece of that as well.
Right.
Alan Bowles got a piece of that as well.
Yeah, there's tested and tortured right there. Nothing wrong with that fender. It's been involved in a wreck with a couple of 12,000-pound trucks crashing into each other, and they'll simply take that fender in the pits and they'll bolt it back on. Minimizer, tested and tortured.
Yeah, and one person who did not want to see a caution was Austin Hoppy, as he was in firm control in the lead.
That's right. I really don't think Luke Whitmire saw Brian Bayer that far up on the inside. He was out on the outside lane. He was diving down to cut the corner off. I don't believe he knew that Brian had made up so much time on that inside.
Yeah, and there's a look at the damage to Brian Bayer's truck. We're going to see if they can repair that truck in time to get him back out racing at Kalamazoo.
Yeah, he real hard hit on that right front side. So what they're doing is checking the front end out, making sure the kingpins aren't broke or anything major. The hood being a little loose is no big deal. They'll close it back and strap it down, but I think they're trying to make sure the linkage and some of the stuff under the front end is in good shape before they send him back out. It took a hard hit right there whenever they collided on that right front. I don't know how much the bumper took and how much that right front wheel took, but they've got a little time here while we're getting the track cleaned up. Have the fender that sheared off, has some bolts and stuff holding it on, and they're actually having to pick all those bolts up. Their track officials out there in the sweep truck will.
Yes, and you see.
Yeah, there's Danielle. We'll see if.
yeah, you can see Danielle down there. We'll see if we can get a word with her. In just a moment. And you see right there, Brian Bayer coming out of his truck. That's a tough break for him. And Darren Profit is in the pits. Look at the damage to his truck.
That's that same fender that Ricky had an issue with. So he's broke the braces and stuff off the frame, identical to the issues that Ricky had on the right side of his truck.
Yeah, and that's a tough break for Darren as well. And looking at the field right now, it looks like we're going to restart this race with both teammates, Austin Hoppy and Bob Mitchell. And I understand Danielle is down there with Brian Bayer now. Take it away, Danielle.
Yes, Adam, I'm here with, of course, a disappointed Brian Bayer. What happened there? I mean, half the guys seem to be involved in that wreck there.
I don't know. The 51, I don't know if the spotter didn't know we were telling him we were there or what, but he came off forward, about hit the outside wall, come down the front stretch, and I was underneath him, and he just cut me off going into one, nowhere to go.
Are you feeling okay? Injured? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I feel sorry for the stuff got tore up over stupid stuff, so.
The truck looks pretty wrecked. Are you thinking you might get back out there, or are you pretty much done for tonight?
I haven't looked at it yet, but they said it's done. Can't run without a bumper or something, so I think it's done.
All right, well, we know you're in Pensacola, so at least we'll get to see you again there, and I'm really sorry about how the way it went, but we'll let you, take a look at the truck and kind of recoup here, okay?
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, Danielle. Tough break for Brian Bayer.
Yeah, that was exactly what I said about it. I don't think Luke Whitmire knew that he was under him. He was on the very outside lane, and he dove down into the inside. He didn't know that Brian was there. Brian said the exact same thing. I don't think his spotter told him we were under him. Brian had a great run down the stretch there and dove under him. I don't believe the spotter realized he could make that much ground up. But anyway, tough break for Brian.
Yeah, and Darren Profit was about to re-enter the racetrack, but it looks like he's not able to do so just yet. So hopefully Darren Profit can get his truck repaired and back ready to go.
Yeah, I see that. I got a note that Darren has actually lost that side rail on his truck, just like Ricky did earlier. But he's going to try to get back out there. I'm not sure if they're going to have to jack it up and weld it back on, or if they're going to try to rip it off and let him run without it. But we'll find out momentarily.
Yes, indeed. And I tell you what, Danielle got a chance to speak to Austin Hoppy earlier today, and I got to tell you, with the way things are going, it would be really great to see Austin Hoppy in victory lane. And oh my goodness, look at that. Looks like we got a fire there for the 69.
What I believe it was like a radiator hose that got cut right quick. The steam and stuff pushing the coolant out. I believe it looked like it got Phil in the face right there whenever they was trying to close that hood. It must have slammed on a radiator hose, and so that's hot steam shooting out of a. Yeah, Phil's still working on the truck though. He must not be hurt too bad.
Yeah, it looks like Phil's okay as the crew members continue to work on the 69.
Yeah, the track officials aren't going to let Darren Profit back out on the track. He's that side panel. That's the same issue that Ricky had. Whenever the two big trucks run into each other, you knock stuff off. And his truck is actually running. He's okay with them, ripping it off, and he'll run without it, but the officials aren't going to let him get back out there on the track without that side rail. So I don't think we're going to see Darren the rest of the night. It'll take him a little while to get it welded back on like it did Ricky. Ricky had plenty of time during the races to get it done. We're in the middle of our feature now, so Darren, I don't think, is going to have time to get it welded back on. So I believe he's done for the night.
Yeah, definitely a tough night for the Profit brothers. As you can see, Ricky Rude there. Luckily, Ricky was able to get his truck repaired and ready to go here. He's in row number 3 right now. And there's his brother once again. He really wants to go back out on the track, but the officials are telling him that he's not cleared. Yeah.
He hadn't got out of the truck yet. I think he's still discussing it. We've got word from the track officials that he's done for the night, but I think Darren's still discussing it. Yeah, he's still discussing it.
Well, that just shows the guts and determination in Darren Profit wanting to do everything he can to win at Kalamazoo. He won earlier in the season, and I got to tell you, I have never seen him so happy to be a Bandit Series main, and he has had tough luck all season long, including last season when he flipped over twice.
He's a little upset right there.
Yeah, Darren Profit not happy that he's not going to be able to return to the racetrack.
He's had a lot of success in the series, but it was 3 years before he got his first win. Had a few second place finishes. He run in the top 5 several times. Finally broke through a couple of weeks ago and got his first feature win. We was real excited about it for him. But he is not happy right now.
Yeah, and we'll see if we can get a word with him later. And and Danielle is working her way to Darren Profit right now, and
she might want to talk to him a little bit before we put a mic in front of him.
This promises to be an interesting interview with Darren Profit. Danielle is making her way over there right now, as the officials are making sure everything is good to go here at Kalamazoo Speedway. And Danielle is right there with Darren Profit, so we're going to go. We'll see if we can go live to her in just a moment here.
There she is.
She's down there now. Let's send it on down to Danielle.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Looks like we're not going to get to talk to Darren right now.
Not right now. Maybe in a little while.
No, actually, I just heard that she is now good. So let's send it on down to Danielle.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with a very frustrated Darren Profit. What's going on? It looked like you were going back in. What happened?
Well, they wouldn't let me because they said it was a safety thing, but it's a brand new rule for me because we've never been put on the side because somebody knocks something off. At the start of the race, we bring it here, travel 1,000 miles. I guess they're afraid somebody will get hurt. Heaven forbid somebody gets hurt. I don't know. I'm frustrated. I'd like to race because it's still rolling.
Rightfully so. So was that why we saw you staging over there talking to the track crew? You trying to convince them to let you go back in?
Begging them to let me go and finish the race. Try to get paid to come out here. Yeah, it's a long ways and it's frustrating when it will go and you can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're a competitor, and it's rightfully so. I'm very sorry for the frustrations tonight, but we did want to find out what happened, and I'm sorry for that. We're going to let you look at the truck and send it back up to you guys here.
Yeah, that is a tough break for Darren Profit. Great job, Danielle, getting the scoop right there. As the trucks are back rolling at Kalamazoo Speedway, as we restart with the two teammates, Austin Hoppy and Bob Mitchell on the front row. This will be an interesting restart. They are teammates, but they both want to be victorious at Kalamazoo Speedway. We'll see if one of them can pull it off here tonight. But look who is running in the second row, number 74, Mark Noble. You can never count out the wheelman. And also alongside him, Luke Whitmire, number 51, who has really stepped up his game in the last few races. And he would love to be the first Bandit to win at Kalamazoo Speedway in the feature. That would be his first feature win ever in the Bandit Big Rig Series. And we'll see if he can pull it off tonight. And also in the next row, number 14, Ricky Rude, as you see right there, from the air dog cam provided by the Godfather. Ricky Rude and his team worked really hard on that truck to make sure he was good to go for this 30-lap main. They were able to get him out there, and now he is in position to potentially win at Kalamazoo Speedway. We'll see what happens when we take the green flag, because based on what we've seen, it promises to be one heck of a restart. And we'll see if we get the 1 to go signal. Not quite yet. Austin Hoppy and Bob Mitchell ready to lead off the field. Ready to lead off the field on this restart. And you know, Jeff, I mentioned it earlier. With the two teammates out in front, what do you think's going to happen?
I think Austin is going to get a good restart, and then after that, I don't know.
All right, we'll just have to wait and see what happens as the 1 to go signal now is being given. I got to tell you, it's been a heck of a day for Austin Hoppy.
I tell you who's lurking right there. Look at that number 74 in that second row. Whenever he can get up on the outside, he's going to make some good time. That might be the dark horse right now.
Looks like we already had some beating and banging as we get the restart here. Green flag is in the air. Into the turn, who's got it? It's side by side, Bob Mitchell and Austin Hoppy. And meanwhile, let's see who gets the advantage. There's John Lisamy trying to make a move on Craig Kruckenberg. Austin Hoppy led that lap right there, and John Lisamy looked like he made a little contact with Craig Kruckenberg. And now on to the back straightaway. Austin Hoppy pulling away from Bob Mitchell, and here comes Mark Noble on the inside for second.
Yeah, Mark wants to clear him, and he wants to get up there on that outside too. I really believe he can run some faster times if he can clear Bob Mitchell and get up on that outside himself. But in the meantime, he's got to run where he's at.
Yes, he is. Mark Noble trying to clear Bob Mitchell. And how about this? Right outside the top 5 is Craig Kruckenberg, who started at the rear of the field. He is working his way up as Mark Noble tries again to clear Bob Mitchell, but he's not able to do it just yet.
Yeah, both our guys that was having some issues after that challenge race, Ricky Rude and Craig Kruckenberg, did not finish that challenge race, lost those points, but in the feature here, they're running nose to tail. They're right there in 4th and 5th place. 5th and 6th place.
And now as Mark Noble has cleared Bob Mitchell, here comes the 41 of Marshall Davis trying to work his way back into the mix.
Oh man, Mark dives.
Oh, here comes Mark Noble looking on the inside of Austin Hoppy. He's got a good run. Can he get to him? He's right there on the inside trying to clear him. He just might do so coming off turn number 4. He leads the lap. Oh, and there's contact. Contact between Austin Hoppy and Mark Noble, and he's about to lose second place to Marshall Davis.
Yeah, there's contact. Marshall Davis was on the outside earlier.
Yeah, and here comes Ricky Rude in the 14 on the inside of Austin Hoppy. We might be going 3 wide in just a moment here. No, not yet. And check out the 74 of Mark Noble. Look at the right side rear there. Mark Noble, he is flat tracking it right there. And here we go to the start finish line. Whoa! Marshall Davis now in second. Here comes Ricky Rude to the inside for second. Can he get to him? No.
He's all over it though.
Ricky Rude looking to pass Marshall Davis, but so far to no avail. Here he goes again. Ricky Rude right there. Looks like he made a little contact, but Marshall Davis refuses to back down. And Austin Hoppy, he's not out of this yet either, as the two teammates, Brian Cash and Luke Whitmire, battle it out side by side. But meanwhile, back out in front, it's Mark Noble. The wheelman continues to lead, and Ricky Rude is taking second place from Marshall Davis. Ricky Rude now in second.
Yeah, that fender sticking up in there, it hurting Mark Noble at all. As long as it doesn't come off, as long as they don't pull him in and make him take it off, I don't think that fender's going to make the whole race. But he's looking good out front. Ricky's going to clear second place,
and here comes Craig Kruckenberg on the inside of Bob Mitchell. Craig Kruckenberg got a good run going. Let's see if he can clear him. No. Bob Mitchell not giving it up right there. That is a battle for 5th. And meanwhile, Marshall Davis, you just saw right there, he was loose coming to the start-finish line.
Man, these tires are getting hot. We done got 20 of these 30 laps under our belt. These tires have been squalling now for 20 laps. We haven't pushed them this far today, so they're as hot as they're going to get. A lot of times in these last 10 laps, you see some position changes on account of these tires heating up. But right now, man, the Godfather's down on the apron. There's no banking down there where he was running.
No, there's not, and he is trying to work his way around both Bob Mitchell and Austin Hoppy. He's got a good run on the inside. No. Oh, and there's contact between the teammates. Contact between Austin Hoppy and Bob Mitchell, and here comes Craig Kruckenberg on the inside. Craig Kruckenberg looking on the inside. Let's see if he can clear him off turn 4. Not just yet. Austin Hoppy and Craig Kruckenberg, these two have battled it out several times this season. And we're going to see what happens this time as they are side by side battling for the 5th place spot.
I think, man, Craig had an advantage on him, but Austin running that outside lane, pulled him down the back stretch. What little stretch there is at this track. Man, Craig is diving all the way on the bottom. But see, Austin gets in that throttle a little quicker, and he starts making up time down at the other end of the straightaway. It looks like his truck's faster, but it's because he's running that outside lane. He's having to travel further. Oh, is Craig gonna cut him off? Yeah. Craig may slide up in front of him right here. He's got him clear.
Yeah, here comes John Lisenby on the inside of Austin Hoppy. And John Lisenby looks like he'll clear him right here off the turn. Yes, he will.
And he's going to go after the Godfather.
And we have 4 laps to go for Mark Noble. The last thing he wants to see right now is a caution, because that'll open up the door for Ricky Rude, who is running in 2nd. 3 laps left for Mark Noble. And check it out, that fender is still there. That right rear fender is hanging on right there. I think it might last the whole race after all. And here comes Mark Noble to the start-finish line. White flag is in the air, 1 lap to go. At Madison, we had our first repeat winner, Ricky Rude. And this time, with the right rear fender hanging off, the first ever Bandit main winner at Kalamazoo Speedway is going to be Mark Noble, number 74 from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota. Congratulations to the wheelman. 2nd place goes to Ricky Rude. And finishing in 3rd, the 41 of Marshall Davis.
We'll have to go back and look at it again to see if the Godfather, I'm not sure. Let's see, yeah.
Looks like Craig Kruckenberg finished in 4th, and rounding out the top 5, the 7 of John Lisenby, followed by Bob Mitchell, Mike Morgan, Austin Hoppy, Alan Bowles, Scott Treadway, Brian Cash, Luke Whitmire, Doug Hilson, Brian Bayer, and Darren Proffitt. That is your finishing order at Kalamazoo, with the fireworks going off. What a Bandit Series main at Kalamazoo.
And the fender made it on Mark Noble's truck. Looks like it's laying down now since he's not running around this fastest 3/8 mile track in the world. He's in good shape. A bunch of the drivers are slowing up as they go past him, congratulating him. And 600 feature wins, Mr. Mark Noble on dirt is showing what he can do with a 12,000-pound vehicle on a asphalt track. Ricky Rude's parked right there in the 14 behind him. We'll get some of these other trucks to move on around, and we'll get some interviews whenever we get Danielle and PT down there. Danielle's moving into position, but we got to get some of these other trucks.
And also let's also give a tip of the hat to Austin Hoppy. He was giving it everything he had. He really put up a fight. Yeah, and we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have our post-race interviews right here at Kalamazoo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live at Kalamazoo Speedway. There is Marshall Davis, number 41. He is our third place finisher. Danielle is down there, and we're getting ready in just a few moments.
Whenever she gets ready, we'll toss it down there to her. We got to get a cameraman in place and make sure she's ready. And we also have second place Ricky Rude and Mark Noble ready to go. So they're getting the trophies and the checks, and the Bandit girls are getting in position, and we'll start doing the interviews here shortly.
Yeah, and once again, congratulations to Mark Noble. And I was just informed that this is career win number 612 if you count all the dirt race wins. 612 wins for Mark Noble.
Marshall
total.
Davis, how you feeling with that third place win?
Yeah, I feel good. Wore out, but boy, I feel good.
You did amazing. I know when we talked earlier tonight, we talked about how you kind of been a sleeper pick. You've been working hard, staying out of the drama, and working your way up to fourth in the standings. And this sure isn't gonna help move you up, I think, even more.
Yeah, I hope so. I tell you what, everybody's getting better. The trucks is fast, and I'm just trying to learn all I can and try to stay out of as much trouble as I can.
And I know your wife is part of the team. I mean, isn't it just make it even more special? You get to celebrate with her on this victory.
Oh, it does, absolutely, because she's my eyes. I mean, if it wasn't for her, I couldn't do it. There ain't no way.
Just a real quick question, Marshall. Have you ever hit the wall multiple times in a race and still ended up on the podium? How about that?
First time. I'll take it, though. I'll take it.
It's a great win. We congratulate you. Here we go. Let's give him a round of applause, guys. We got Marshall Davis with third place.
Thank you.
All right.
Good shot, man.
You want to do the next? Ricky? Hey, Ricky, you're so fine. You're so fine.
Ricky Rude, come on over here. Ricky, my main man. How are you, buddy?
Right. Hey, I won the race, man. I won. After doing this and come back to second place, I mean, you know, I didn't even know if I was going to get to start the race. So tonight was a really good night for me. I'm really proud of Mark Noble. Marshall, he raced us clean. We're all friends, but Mark, he's really laid in there, done a good job. I believe if we had a few more laps, I could have wore him down, but if he may be with you, you never know.
It's a 40-lap feature. You feel like Ricky Rude's good, but a 30-lap feature, he took it, huh?
There you go. No, Mark deserved that win. Appreciate everybody coming out. Thank Minimizer. Thank, Biggins Nuts, Kicks, Air Dog, Hoosier Tires. Thank you guys. Thank Air Dog for putting this thing on. Thank Craig Kruckerberg. He's our main guy. Thank him. Thank all you fans for coming out and packing the house out.
What did you think about the fans here at Kalamazoo? Didn't they do a great job tonight?
Oh, man, you people are great. We're great. We appreciate you. We're going to come back, and we're going to have to put some people up on that roof.
On the roof next time. How about for Ricky Rude? Make some noise. Second place right here on the podium.
Where's my boy, Mr. Noble?
Noble.
Oh,
come on over the other side here.
Get your booty over here. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, right. No.
Bandit fans, let's make some noise for the wheelman, Mark Noble! I mean, you have just been on a hot streak. How good does this first place feature win feel?
Oh, they always feel good. You know, it's I've been blessed with a lot of them, and I tell you, I just can't say enough. You know, the truck keeps getting faster, and with the help of the guys, you know, in the shop and stuff, and everybody that's involved, it just, you know, it takes. I'm just the lucky one that gets to drive it, but it takes so many people to make it go fast.
I mean, you've done so great. I know you said in the last, couple weeks you have just been nonstop racing, dirt racing, doing it all, modified, everything. And you said you hadn't had that much luck, but was it worth all that bad luck there to take this home?
Well, yeah, it's always worth it, you know. And I guess tell everybody to hi in Blooming Prairie, wife, all my kids, grandkids, and friends, you know, and go Blossoms.
Hey, Mark Noble, real quick question, man. In the first part of it seemed like you were laying back, you were waiting for your time. Did you feel like you had it right there about halfway through the race? What made you go for it and to take it from Austin Hoppy?
Well, it's in the challenge race, you know, the truck just kept getting faster, you know, as I got more laps on it. And I had a new tire on the right front, and it took a few laps for it to come in, and that yellow I knew was going to be better as the race went on, so I just had to be patient, and sure as heck, you know, it seemed like they got a little slower, but my truck just keeps getting better.
There you go, man. Hey, Ricky Rude says if it was a 40-lap feature, he would have taken it, but you don't think so.
I don't know. We'll never know.
We'll never know. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to present you with this trophy and a check for $10,000. Make some noise for Mark Noble, everybody.
That's what we want. We want the big shaft. Oh, here we go.
All right, congratulations to Mark Noble, and I had just mentioned it, I was informed that Mark Noble, this is his 612th win, if you count his dirt race
besides all the
victories.
hiccups that were going on, the teamwork in the pits, we showed you guys on the live stream. It's a family here, and it's incredible, and the way these guys turned it around and made it through, I love it.
The drivers were great, the trucks were great, the pit crews were great, the camera crew was great, and the fans, you guys at Kalamazoo, were awesome. We love you so much. Again, the drivers are going to cruise out here for meet and greets. We appreciate you so much. For Lil D and PT, we're going to send it back up to you guys. We'll see you in a couple weeks in Pensacola. Back to you, Adam and Jeff in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, PT and Danielle. And I was just mentioning it, this is another Bandit main victory for Mark Noble, but if you count his dirt race victories, this is win 612 for him.
Yeah, he just keeps getting smoother. You can see the talent on the track. Him and Ricky Rude both came to the front.
Yeah, Ricky Rude, an outstanding job finishing in second. He and his crew giving it all they had to get into the Bandit Series main, and they managed to pull it off. And even though he didn't finish on the podium, Austin Hoppy did a good job as well, doing everything he can to stay in front of the leaders. And if you loved the action here, we hope to see you Saturday, August 31st, Five Flag Speedway, the home of the Snowball Derby. And now it'll be the next stop for the Bandit Big Rig Series, and we hope to see you all there. For PT and Danielle and Jeff, I'm Adam Alwell. We hope you enjoyed this. We send a final thank you to our sponsors, Minimizer, Air Dog, Big and Nuts, JX Truck Centers, and Best One Tire for their support here tonight. We hope to see you all at Five Flag Speedway. We'll see you there. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready for the action and the excitement of the Bandit Big Rig Series? These diesel trucks are the iron giants of the asphalt, traveling at speeds up to 100 miles an hour. Don't miss the action on August 31st as the Bandits roll into Five Flag Speedway. Come early for the Fan Series Truck Show, meet the drivers at 5, and the green flag drops at 7. Tickets online at BanditSeries.com. That's BanditSeries.com. The Bandit Big Rig Series is coming soon. Don't miss it.